God. It means that much to you to get mad about me saying something about you being bald?
Why do you even have to do it anyway? What's the point? I don't understand. What's the fucking point?
Because that's what guys do. We talk shit. How would you have liked to? You and Dennis are fucking babies. You guys are babies.
You don't want someone to do a show and people ragging on it.
Do you not know what this show is? We have. Oh, no. No. We talk shit. That's what we do. It's all of a sudden, you and Will Smith are all sensitive.
Is that a bit that you guys do? Or are you guys serious? That's like, you guys do that every day, or you guys going to do the show?
I never even have interactions like this with him outside the show. He just turns into a different person. Now he's like trying to sleep on air. He's like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
So is that just your comedy film? Is that just your bit?
Yeah, that's his bit. He's so lazy, he just wants to be grumpy. That's his bit. You don't want to put work into your character. So I'm just a grumpy old man. June 10th, 2022. This is the Red Light District Show. How? It's Friday, it's payday, and there's no other place you'd rather be. This week on the Red Light District Show, we are fucking around. We have Suzannes Sweet 16. We have all our banter talk. And we'll catch up with where we've been and our hiatus. The cast from left to right. Ansel Bartley. The ultimate humanitarian himself, Phil Amoroso.
Say your bit.
My dick? Tim's being a dick again already, so it might be a very short show.
And Suzanne Sweet Ann. You're not saying anything?
Back?
Yay! We're here, yay!
All right.
Over here on
So,
Sean's mic, so haha, Sean. Enjoying your seat.
Getting spit and boogers on your.
You are lying.
she's definitely, she's sneezing on it.
Holy crap! That's
I've
why
been,
she did.
I've been coughing the whole
Yeah.
time.
And coughing, like ridiculous
Probably
cough without
playing
covering her
all over
mouth.
your mic.
Like for sure she has COVID. For sure.
Worst dry cough.
All right. Well, where we've been, we took a break, took a hiatus, and
And all the douchebags never came back. Fuckheads.
What douchebags, Phil?
Those over there.
Wow.
Oh, you're here.
and then that guy.
Tim just brought back the best
This
of
is the
best.
biggest
so.
douchebag in the world. He ain't here either. He's out jerking himself off somewhere or something.
Is that you're talking about, Phil?
Obviously, Isaac.
Isaac.
The jerk off king over there?
Yeah.
All right.
Why you even showed up?
Why would
Well,
you say
because
that
you
to
never
me?
show up.
I show up a lot.
You
Right?
don't.
Isn't that right, Tim?
No.
I show
Yes, he shows up more recent. He's been more recent with it.
No, he hasn't. He didn't show up our last show.
Did you not show up to the last show?
I don't think.
Yeah, he did. Remember the watermelon and
Yeah, the racist one.
no, yeah, it was, yeah. But also it was the one where you guys had to deep throat the.
We lost this
Turn it off and on. Okay.
Did we have to eat a corn dog?
Yeah, you had to deep throat a corn dog. You were here for that, right? That was everyone on the staff because
Deep throated a corn dog?
We had
I
to eat
must
all
not
that.
have been here.
We had to
You
eat
were
all that
there.
Disgusting food, remember?
you had to
I
break a
ate
hat.
like-
They had the game with the watermelon. They had to break it.
And I used a weight to crack it in half.
Oh, yeah.
Anything, and then everyone was going like this with the corn dog. We took a break, and I was having a child, or me and my family. We had a kid, a boy, 9 pounds, 21 inches long. So, and he has a real big head. They say he's in 99 percentile of like big heads.
Is that good? Or is that just
No, I'm pretty sure it's not good, dude. Because they're like, oh man, we might have to fucking X-ray his head for see if there's water in it. But I mean, the bad thing, I mean that's like the best case scenario because the worst case scenario is he's just a big-headed kid his whole life and big-headed adult and like Stewie Griffin.
well, sometimes people have big heads, man. I mean, what's wrong with that?
I haven't.
I mean, it's hard to order hats, but I mean, other than that, you know, you get used to it.
Mad TV.
Why is it hard to order hats?
Because if you have a big head, you need a really big hat, and they only come in up to a certain size.
So, what did you do when we were away?
I just worked. I went to the grocery store a few times.
You didn't hang out with nobody
No,
at all? No humans?
no.
Do you interact with people?
Lynn a little bit, but
Do you interact with people
yeah, dude.
outside of work? Like on your cellular phone?
No, like I go to their houses.
No, but you just said one person in like 2.5 months.
To do what?
Well, yeah, she has a family, so I'll go over there and talk to them.
But outside of Lynn and the fam, no.
Not really, no.
What about online?
I mean, gaming.
Oh, so is that where you get like your like love of life? Like your best friends are in gaming?
No, I wouldn't say that. It's entertaining. I do it.
No, not every now and then. Your fucking dog tag says Star Command on it. It's from the video game playing.
The what now?
Your dog tag says Star Command on it?
Yeah, because you're the one who printed it, and you printed it on that on there.
Yeah, because you play video games.
Yeah, but that's not the name of any video game. You just came up with that and thought that it was cool, and then put it on a dog tag, and that was that.
Look, I mean, you have like, Dad, he has like a Star Wars ship. So that's why I called him Star Command. Like his video game is like a ship. Right?
You have
What do
the
mean?
friends that you talk on the little headset to.
There's several different types of ships on the video game.
What is this video game called?
Star Citizen is one of them, and
It's one of them.
Man, it's not the only
Like, or what other one?
And you have a big.
I'm playing
You have a big
called
ship.
Bannerlord right now.
You built a big ship in your house.
No, I didn't build it.
He has like a center.
I got it in the game, yeah. In
You
the
don't
game.
have one in your house. That's what it
I
sounded
don't
like.
have a fucking spaceship in my house.
He creates one in his virtual house.
His virtual mind.
No, his virtual house. He has the virtual like
Is that a
docking
virtual
center.
house?
Play Animal Crossing
No, I don't.
or like Halo or something.
Halo, I played the new one for a little bit, and then I stopped. I guess I didn't really like it. It's fun multiplayer, but
How much time do you spend on playing games?
No, a day.
Just
it depends. I don't have a set.
50 out of in 7 days a week. What do you think the average
I
is?
don't dedicate time to it. If I have time, I
You
play it.
lie. What are you even talking about? You have time.
I
I don't understand what that means.
I have an apartment, dude. Sometimes you're cleaning, sometimes you buy shit, sometimes you're doing other things.
Like what? You watch TV?
Not a lot.
Then what are you doing? You just go to work. You read?
Yeah.
Okay. Like what do you mean read? Like what kind of books?
Stories usually.
Oh.
stories.
Suspense books,
No, I was
romance
reading
novels.
The romance numbers?
Count of Monte Cristo.
What the hell is that?
Reading that.
That's a good movie. It's an old one, but it was when it's on TV. It's really good.
What is it about?
Before it was a movie film. Not everything.
Not everything, but I know that. Seen it on the TV. Jeez, that was just really good.
What is it about?
You're a strange guy, Phil.
Is it like a vampire?
Dumois wrote-
I'm trying to think of what.
Is it a vampire gimmick?
No,
it's
kind of a mystery.
you know the Three Musketeers, right? It's
Yeah.
like that. It's a fencing, action, revenge story.
Why would you read something like that? That's lame.
I like it.
Oh God. You know what word will go great with this? Gay. That's gay.
Well, too bad
Reading a
there's
book
nobody
is
to
gay?
operate the button. nothing that does
Not
that.
reading a book is stupid. You should read more.
What do you do? What do you all read books?
I read.
I'm just saying that a freaking fencing. Why would you give a shit about a fencing book?
It has
It's
nothing
not
to do
about
with fencing.
The fencing.
Or even Three Musketeers. You don't think that's
Story,
old?
What happens to the guy?
A lot of them, a lot of the old movies you should watch because they're really good.
Eh.
Okay, well then.
You should watch a lot of the new movies because they're really
Why
good.
should I? They suck. Every fucking
Yeah, every single old movie sucks.
every single
Every single
fucking
one.
actor, modern actor, they all suck.
All the former actors, they all sucked before the recent ones.
All right.
It's like they're not really even acting in those movies. Ah, you see, from first. It's not a real character. That's what I'm saying.
It's not a real character.
Yes, they're just talking. They're people who are getting paid that are talking in the old days. Now these guys are real freaking actors.
Get out of here. They are not.
Yes, they are. They make
Bunch of
people
fucking
feel.
pussies that demand billions
Hold
and
on,
billions
hold
for
on.
standing there
So you
doing
mean
nothing.
So you're saying that actors nowadays actually act, and actors back in the days they just talked, and that was it. There wasn't.
That's
like,
pretty much what happened. You know, you watch movies,
Yeah, I watch movies. I don't know.
so you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I watch movies.
Like you want someone to make you feel.
That's what they did. They were just doing it to a different audience. That wasn't
Yeah, I'm here. I'm gonna steal
personalized
this.
about everything.
Like a Ryan Reynolds. That's a real actor.
He is a good actor.
Or
He's
Tom
hot.
Holland. That guy's a real
The
actor right
best
there.
movie is The Notebook.
I'm not going to dispute that, but I mean, at the same time, it
Or-
was a different. It
or-
was a different.
or The
different
Rock.
crowd.
The Rock. Come on, you know The Rock's a great actor.
I wouldn't
Not
say
really.
great, but I like him. He's a good actor.
He is-
funny and
Entertaining.
he's entertaining.
I wouldn't-
Exactly.
I mean, great is a little.
Way better than Humphrey Bogart.
To you, I mean, but there's other people.
No,
that
no.
aren't-
To everybody.
No, not to everybody.
I know the art.
No, dude.
I'm an actor.
Just a guy
I am pretty much an actor.
and kind of a shithead.
Me, 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 me.
What was that?
That was me preparing for my Broadway.
What the fuck are you
Tim Amoroso.
on Broadway? What kind of acting?
What about Donald Glover?
Who?
Donald Glover's way better than Humphrey Bogart.
All right, dude.
No, there we go.
Congratulations.
What about Channing Tatum? He better than Humphrey Bogart? He is, huh? But Humphrey Bogart?
I don't know
Hold
who
on,
that is.
hold on.
I don't know who
Hey,
Humphrey
Phil,
Bogart is.
do you even know who Channing Tatum is? Do you know
He
Channing
was
Tatum?
in Step
Nope.
Up.
Magic Mike. You know that movie.
You've seen Magic Mike, right?
Yeah.
Dear John.
You watch Magic Mike?
Yeah, he did.
What? I did?
I took
Well,
you.
how come I don't know?
Oh, and
You
he's in
took
that new
me.
movie
Yeah.
called Dog. Have you seen the movie?
You're
Dog?
actually... okay.
And The Lost City. That was another new
Yeah, The Lost City. I took him to go see that one. Me and him saw that one.
Did you?
And Magic Mike.
Didn't take me to see anything.
I did too. You're that's one of your favorite actors.
Get out of here. No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Okay, well,
Like
if
a
you want to
daddy
believe that,
meeting.
Oh, what about the
you
guy?
believe what you're going to believe.
What about the guy in Spartacus or Sparta?
Sparta.
Your boyfriend guy,
Gerard Butler.
Russell Crowe.
See, here we go.
What about Russell Crowe?
What about him?
Him or Humphrey Bogart?
Yeah, what about Russell Crowe, Phil?
Oh.
For their different for their different, they have different acting styles and they do things differently, so they have their own thing that I like about.
Do you like
No,
Russell
no.
Crowe's acting style
Only one.
Huh?
Only one.
I can't do it.
Oh, you can't do?
I don't like things based on whether you can like it better than something else.
All right. What about The Rock? The Rock versus.
No, I'm not. I just got through explaining to you. Don't you fucking get it? Are you stupid?
Yeah.
Are you fucking dense and
Yeah.
retarded or what?
Yeah.
I just
That's
fucking
me.
explained it to you. I'm not going to keep explaining.
That's
it.
me. I'm retarded.
Okay.
All right. Hold on. John Wayne or The Rock?
That's to you, Phil. John Wayne.
I like them both for different reasons. Okay.
What are the two reasons that you
I don't
like
one over the
The
other?
Rock or
What?
John Wayne?
Wait, hold on. You don't like John Wayne better than The Rock?
I do like John Wayne better than The Rock.
Then that's
So-
what we're asking you. Phil.
Yeah. Why do you like him better than The Rock?
Okay, so
Why do you like him better than The Rock? What about
I've
him?
been watching his movies and things for all my life, and I like him. And I only seen like 2 or 3 of The Rock's music or
Movies?
movies.
We got to see more Rock movies, huh?
No, I don't.
Do you like cars?
Do I like cars?
Yeah. He has this real cool movie called Fast and Furious. Asians in it, they race. Damn fool.
Big
Asian
spoilers,
joke
too.
today. Why aren't Asians? Why can't Asians be like white people?
Let my racism kick in. Hold on.
Yeah,
my
there's
God.
nothing worse than hearing a racist joke that somebody
So
tells wrong.
how is that worse? It's not worse. I saw it on the
Bill, you didn't even listen to what I said. I
D-
said there is
does your
nothing
girlfriend-
worse than telling a racist joke and fucking it up.
Yeah.
internet. Well, that's why.
Does your girlfriend make you watch modern movies?
I don't watch movies when I'm there.
Do you ever have you ever seen a commercial for a movie and go, I might want to see that?
No. Oh, maybe maybe I have, but you know, it dissipates after a while.
You don't. There's never. Is there could they make a movie that you would want to see? Like, I got to go to the theater to see this. And what would that be?
Nothing.
There's nothing that
Because
and no
I can think of
concept.
better things to do than to sit there and vegetate for 2 hours watching a fucking
But
movie.
you don't. So that's you do that.
Well,
So
I'd rather do something else.
no, but you do that. So you can't it's not outside stretch of your
I mean,
imagination.
he's acting like he doesn't watch
Yeah,
it at all.
it's just ridiculous. We all can think of things that we can do better.
Okay, fine.
So is there anything
No.
a concept of a movie?
No.
Is
No.
N-
No.
you're annoying? Okay, then I'm
It's
just
No.
He's doing his 5-year-old.
No. Well, I keep saying no, and he keeps asking me the same fucking.
no. It's not the same question,
And I
dumb
give you
fuck.
an answer, you
No, you're not. No, you're not talking. Do
I
you?
am talking. I don't want
are
to
you-
talk.
You
I
know,
told
all
you
right,
no, and that's all.
dude. All right, on some real serious shit. If you can't be normal in this environment, you shouldn't be here, because you take away from it.
What am I not being normal about? You asked me a question.
No, you're just being a fucking dick. Okay,
I'm being a dick
you're
because
being a
because
fucking
I'm not
dick.
going along with
No, because you're. This is what we do. We communicate. We have fucking conversation.
All right.
You just don't want.
You ask
This
me
is
a
your.
question,
No,
I
no.
give you an answer.
This is your. This is how you imagine the show. Hey, how are you? Good. This is how you picture the fucking show.
do?
This is the only way the show would be good to you. Yeah.
No,
I
you
love
want me-
Biden.
You want me to go through here and tell you things that aren't true, so that everybody that's
What is it?
thinks that I do.
What is the
and
things?
it's not-
What are the things?
all these movies that you're asking me about, that you think that you're telling me that I saw and you took me to, and that I should see.
And who gives a fuck?
What do you mean, who gives a fuck?
Like, why do you fucking get so worked up about it?
I'm not getting worked up. I'm telling you. You asked me a question. I
No,
gave you an
no.
answer.
That's
Well,
not
there you go.
true. You're
you didn't
fucking.
I didn't give you. An
You're
answer.
not even. No. You're just being a dick.
I'm not being a.
You are.
Just.
You don't want to talk.
Just accept
You
my
don't want to
answer.
talk about anything. You don't want to. You don't want to ask
Talk
about.
something I don't know.
Because I'm asking about different things, and every fucking thing you're like, no, I told you, I like like you're just being a dick.
But you keep asking me the same.
No, I don't.
question. Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. I'm asking you different questions to it. I'm not asking you the same fucking question, you idiot.
how about-
Are you fucking dumb?
How about asking
You're
me
fucking.
questions?
You are really dumb. You're dumb. If you don't understand what's happening, you're a fucking dumbass. In real life. Because you're just being fucking annoying. And I'm trying to talk to you and and then you hijack the show just saying, nah. Dude, that's stupid. Are you like,
Well, take the answer. You asked me a question. I give you an answer. Take that answer. Don't keep asking me over and over. And
so I go like this.
Hoping
Hey.
that I'll change my
no,
answer.
that's not what's happening.
Yes, you are.
That's what's in your head that's happening. Because you're dumb, okay? Because you're a dumb guy. You're not getting it. Am I going, is that cup blue? Is that cup blue? Is that cup blue? Is that cup blue? Did I do that?
And if you ask
Hey,
me
no.
if the cup's blue, I would say yes. Then you would keep on asking me if the cup was blue.
So that's what I
That's
just
what you
did.
said.
That's what I just did. I will turn it off right now, and I'll go rewind it. If I did that, you're right. You're right. But if you're not, you got to change or you got to leave. We'll rewind it. I'll play it right now. If I kept on asking you the same question, you can't just be
You
this.
keep asking me about these and about these actors. Do you like this one? Do you like this one?
Who cares?
And I keep telling you, I like them both for the same.
And then I ask you for
then you
what?
ask me-
And then I ask you for what reasons you like them.
Yeah, it's called making conversation, Phil.
That's exactly what it is, and you don't get it. You're making it
You're always
difficult.
ragging on me.
No,
about shit.
there wasn't ragging on nothing. Then leave. That's stupid. Oh, because you used to rag on me, or because you were saying something about the light. Like, who gives a fuck? It's fucking stupid. Are you a kid or something? Are you a baby? Are you a girl?
Are you disrespectful?
Yes, because you're fucking dumb. You're ruining the show. That's why.
I'm ruining the show by
by being a fucking asshole. Yes.
You're ruining the show by keep on asking me the same question.
I didn't ask you the same question. I told you I'll open the tape, and you already admitted to it. I was asking you different questions about different things, and you're just getting frustrated. So what? It's obviously a conversation. We're having a conversation, and you just want to not be a part of the conversation. You're mad that I'm asking you questions, and they're not the same. They were different. And then I said, hey, do you like this guy or this guy? You're like, I like him for different reasons. Or what were the reasons? You're like, why do I have to tell you the reasons? That's just the conversation we just had. And then I said, The Rock or John Wayne? And you're like, oh, I like John Wayne. You don't remember? And you're just continuously just being a dick.
I like The Rock better than John Wayne.
Just combative. Like, it's just dumb. Fucking show vote then. Here. What did you see? So what do you think? Talking to Mike.
He's grouchy from waking up to a nap.
He's just being a dick, right?
Being a little bit grouchy, yes.
Ansel. Tell him, be honest.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe he just doesn't like movies or anything.
We were talking about movies.
Yeah.
So what do you think we're
Weren't
supposed?
you telling me that you took me to all these movies, which never happened? So,
It's just filler, Phil. You know, just move.
Jokes? Just being dumb, and then you were laughing about it, and then now you're mad about it.
well, I don't know whether you're serious or not.
Did you laugh about it at first, and then you got mad about it? Yes, you were laughing. You're like, I know you never took me to movies, and then all of a sudden now you're upset about it. Like you're bipolar. It's a fucking bipolarness.
I think he just forgot over the break that we're screwballs anyway. Shit like that.
But there was nothing going on. There was nothing wrong with what happened.
Yeah, I know. You just forgot that we talk sometimes.
I can't. It's just. What did you think was going to happen today? We're not going to talk about movies? Who cares if we talk about movies? Is it really that bad? You don't want to talk about movies? What do you want to talk about,
It's
bud?
the way you do it.
Who?
It's not the.
Because it's a character,
You
right?
can't ask me a question, right? You have to berate me and just throw it at me and just keep on digging and digging and digging, and it doesn't make any sense to me.
That doesn't make sense to me, what you just said.
I think he feels that because you asked him more than one question, that you were badgering him. Somehow.
So I badger you by talking to you?
I don't know.
Do you know how to communicate with people? By asking you about movies and actors?
You weren't even asking me. You didn't even start out with a regular conversation and stuff about this stuff. You keep on.
Don't worry about what I do.
Well, no, but Phil, that's how he did start out. He started out making his argument.
Don't worry about my character.
Yeah, he made his argument that older movies are worse than newer movies, and that newer movies are the only ones that have true acting. And then he asked you comparing older actors to newer actors, because I'd assume because you're someone who would remember.
Well, I don't know what to tell you about why I like each one of them. But there's movies I've watched all my life.
And then you said that. Yeah, I know. We already had this conversation.
What else do you want me to tell you?
No, you're going in circles with your madness. You think you forget that you were mad, then you realize it was just a joke, and then you get mad again because this was a joke. And you realize you're wrong. You have to realize you're wrong. Everyone's they said it to you. You're being a dick. There's nothing weird about the question I was asking you. I never said that you don't eat cum, because you don't.
Why'd you have to bring up?
You don't. Do you eat cum? No, you don't. He doesn't eat cum. You don't.
What is it with you and cum? Do you have,
There's nothing. There's nothing with me and cum, dude. Don't try to add me and cum.
Bring cum quite a bit.
I'm just saying that he doesn't eat
A
it.
lot of the shit you say, you bring up cum.
Can you stop? He doesn't eat it, right? Tell him you don't eat it, Dad.
Of course not.
See? He told you.
Phil does not eat cum.
Yes.
Phil does not manipulate.
But you know who does?
Cum.
How are you? How was your vacation, Suzanne?
My vacation
Yeah, yours.
from the show.
Yes.
I mean, got in a car accident.
See how she talked to me normal? Look at that shit.
My car got totaled.
Okay, you see this,
I
Dad?
ended up in the harbor
Well, hold on.
with my car.
Yeah.
In the harbor water?
I mean,
down.
a little bit of it.
Okay, what happened? Where were you at?
I guess it's called Dead Man's Curve, but it's like over there on the Channel Islands Harbor. I was just driving the harbor area. In the harbor area, and I was taking a curb and I was going a little bit too fast, and then I just I hit the corner of a curb and it lost control.
Where? What part of that area?
What's that street? It's on Harbor, on actual like that street. You go at Harbor, and if you kept going, you hit what beach is that?
How fast were you going? You ruined the car?
Yeah, it got totaled because when I hit the curb and I lost control, it got air, it bumped up on it, and then went over these plant areas, and there's a whole bunch of those boulders that kind of go down where
Oh shit!
and so I went into the boulders, face kind of.
What the fuck? So you weren't playing, huh?
No, and then the right side of the car was kind of slanted a little bit, and that's the part that kind of was a little in the water, and then I think it might have knocked me out for a second because
I don't understand what water you're talking about. If you come around the curve, if you're on that there street that's off of Harbor, there's no water there until you get way over towards
the houses all the way in the back. Like, you know where? Okay, so
Oh, I'm thinking of something.
where's the? I'm trying to think what landmarks you know. There's that little
Pizza?
rudder room bar.
Is it by
You know
that big
bar?
park?
Yeah.
The
That's
big
Hollywood.
memorial?
Oh, the rudder
Beach,
room.
there's,
That's not
apartment.
Channel Islands Boulevard.
Yeah, there's Channel Islands is there, and then you go on Harbor and you just keep going all the way down Harbor.
I thought you were talking about.
You
the,
hit
over
at
there.
the
I
very
know what
end.
Channel Islands Harbor is, but I'm trying to see the specific spot you were at.
It's like
She's over
literally
by,
if here's rudder room
by
in the
Hollywood
back.
Beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there by Hollywood Beach and stuff. But so there's rudder room, and then if you're coming you're going away from rudder room direction and those houses and stuff, you're just coming down that side road, and there's apartments and things like that, and then you just end up going. There's a farmer's market. There's a Brazilian. If you were just going that direction, so I was all the way back at where there's a curve in the back there, and that's where the harbor, and there's some
That's
those
over
plants.
on that's not it. That's not Hollywood Beach. That's over Silver.
Closer to Silver Strand, yeah. Closer to Silver Strand.
Okay.
And so anyway, that's the area. So I think once I hit the curb, because I remember the boom, boom, and then I think my head must have hit the maybe the roof of the car hard or something. Because then I feel I don't feel like I passed out or anything. But then when I opened my eyes, kind of thing, I was in the rocks.
That's called passing out.
That's why I think that's what happened.
It's called
and
women
then,
drivers.
huh?
Huh?
And then
Yeah. You
so
said
then
something, Phil.
someone ended up coming down, I guess, from the apartments or wherever, and helped me. I climbed out.
Did you get bruised up or anything?
No, not really.
Do you don't remember anything? Was your mom here when it happened?
No, she had just left actually.
And she's back already?
She's back. She was gone for a month and a half on vacation. She went on a cruise and then went to Malta and Italy.
Is she back? Does she live here in this part?
No, after she retired, her and my stepdad, they sold the house in Reno and then sold their smaller RV and got a bigger RV, and they travel. So they don't really have a specific spot. They have it parked right now in Utah, and my mom's staying at my house right now visiting because they flew back into LAX, and then I picked her up, and my stepdad flew back to go to the RV.
Okay, so they bring you out of the car.
Oh yeah, the person helped me to climb out. I already got out of the car myself, but they helped me climb up the rocks to get to the grass area, and then, but I couldn't find my phone, and I saw that nothing got damaged because it was just my car. Only my car got damaged, and I was fine and stuff, so nobody was hurt or anything. So
You just left the car there?
I left it, and I went to go walk to my house because it's not that far. I live down.
No, it is pretty far. It's probably
No,
like 25-minute walk.
I got there in 5 or 10 minutes.
There's no way you got there in 5
Swear
minutes.
to God,
She-
I had.
I mean, she did have a head injury.
By the Raven Saffern, by Yolanda's.
Yeah, I.
That's
walked
not
there.
5 minutes.
Not 5 minutes, but definitely 10, maybe 15. I walked there super fast, and anyway,
Why didn't you go back and get your phone?
I couldn't find it. It was nighttime. It was dark. So
The light wasn't working in the
and
car?
the car was in there what light? My little car light?
Yeah.
I'm not staying in that thing. I got out of that car immediately. I didn't know. First off, I know that seatbelts lock up when you're in water. I've heard of that on movies and things. So the first thing I was I get the hell out of the water, take the seatbelt off, and get out of there. And then I don't know if that thing's gonna fall in more or whatever. I was out of there. So anyway, I went on my way and I walked home.
Did you get your purse?
No, I left it. I
Did
didn't even grab anything. I just walked.
anybody steal anything from it?
No,
Oh.
I got. So what happened was that obviously there's a bunch of people there and stuff, so people saw like the car and things like that.
And people thought you were drunk and you just jammed?
Yeah. And so anyway, but either way, people didn't know like if I was still in there or whatever. People hadn't seen yet all the situation, so they called like the cops and things like that.
So when you get back there, what happens?
So
Do you go
I
back
didn't
that
go
night?
back.
What the hell is your
went-
problem?
I stayed at the house because they came to me because I had my ID and all that. Like my stuff was in my purse.
Their
So
purse
they
was in
pulled
there.
my purse out and got my ID, so they know my address. So they came to my house and they just asked me like what happened, which is what I just told them. And they were like, "Oh, okay." And they had said, "Oh, well, because of the angle, we had to call a special tow truck. Do you guys want us? Do you want me to handle it?" And I said, "Well, yeah. If it's already called and it's on the way, like that's fine." So I just let them do the tow thing because they already called it. And so they had to get a special one. From
Is this
LA.
white privilege?
That's a lot of white privilege.
I
I'm
mean,
not even white.
that sounds. I mean, if there was a
No, I
thing,
don't
if I were to like point something out and go, that might be white privilege.
I don't.
Is that white
I
privilege?
don't know.
No.
I mean, she doesn't really look white. Like, I mean, if I wouldn't think she's white looking at her. I don't.
All right, go for it.
They just asked me if I was okay and all that. One of the cop like already like she was skeptical. You could tell she asked to go inside and like ask my roommate, and she kept asking my roommate, "You went and got her, right? You picked her up." And she kept saying like, "You helped her get to the house," because I got there so fast they couldn't believe like from when that had seemed to happen. Like
Yeah, I can't believe it either. And
I had already showered. I was already like it only took them a few minutes, but I already got in the shower and everything. And so anyway, I explained to them like I said, whatever they.
You were drunk.
They took. I wasn't.
You were. I know
No,
you.
I wasn't.
Oh shit! You were fucked up. That's why you took a shower.
I wasn't. I did have drinks that day, but earlier in the day, and I was not drunk because now it was nighttime and I hadn't drank in a little.
What
bit.
were you doing over there then?
I was still hanging out. I had made friends at the Rudder Room at one point, and I was just talking to like an older lady I met. I was there looking at the.
You were
lines
fucked
and
up.
everything. No, I wasn't.
You
I
were.
wasn't because I drank early in the day. I was dating.
No, no,
It was like a
no. You were fucked up. That's why
No.
you jammed.
No. I didn't swear.
No. Oh my god. Why would you even bring this up on the radio?
Because I wasn't. That's
No,
why.
you were.
I wasn't.
You gotta tell.
Show motherfucking vote.
You can vote all
I
you
don't
want.
know. Nobody was.
If you're a cop and you hearing this story,
Go look
what
at
are you
my police
thinking?
report.
Well, no. I mean,
Final report was
they
even.
they
no.
thought that she was drunk, right? That's why the one cop was like, "Hey, you
Yeah.
went and got her. Did you? You went and got her. You went. You know that's."
And all
why
this
they
stuff,
do that
yeah.
shit.
And my roommate was
'Cause
like,
they thought she was.
I
Drunk.
even showed him my roommate was like, oh, and I was telling her, oh yeah, what happened, blah blah blah. I went up, I said I'm gonna go get my phone, or not phone. I need to use your phone, and I said I wasn't gonna go shower. Then the cops came. She came.
Why'd
out.
you shower though? Why?
I
Why?
just got out of a swamp. In why wouldn't I shower?
You were in a swamp?
well,
Like,
I
did the
mean, you know,
water-
it's the harbor and
the
There's no
water-
water.
it's ocean water.
It got on you?
A little bit on my legs.
Oh, so I got to take a shower because I got on my leg.
Yes,
Why
you're
wouldn't I?
fucked. She.
Why wouldn't
she.
I?
All right.
Why would you?
She was fucked up, huh?
I think she was fucked up. on
No.
Yes.
I
Yes.
wasn't.
You were drunk.
I wasn't drunk.
Well, then why didn't you
I
just
wasn't.
stay with the car and wait for the car
Yes.
to get there and deal with it
Why?
instead of run home?
Because why wouldn't I go home to go have a
Why
phone?
not?
Are you drunk right now?
Yeah, she went.
No.
She was drunk. She went home. She had.
And you got away with it?
sober. She
So they
had
took
to
my
walk.
I was fine. Like I didn't get away with anything. They took the notes.
Did they give you a breathalyzer?
No, they can't. They can't pinpoint me on the scene. First off,
Ah, see, that's what she's.
You were fucked up.
no, it wasn't. And I even no,
No,
I even
you
told
are.
I even told them that I had drinks earlier in the day. I probably had because okay, I got there probably at 2 or 3 in the afternoon, and I was watching Sea Lions. I had taken my own drinks, and I had probably
sea lions. If you're over there watching sea lions.
Oh, that you
I wasn't.
or
I had
acid.
Okay, I've never even done that. But so I had maybe 2 Mike's Hards and a Modelo while I was sitting out there watching Sea Lions. And then I went into the bar and had one more. And this was all 3 in the afternoon or so. And then I made friends with some old ladies in there. And then we just ended up chatting for
So 4.
hours and stuff. Huh?
So 4.
Probably 4 earlier in the day at 3-ish or whatever. Now.
When's the last time you had a drink?
In general or?
In
That
day. The last time.
Probably 3, 4, 5. I don't know. I would say probably 6, 7 in the afternoon. And at that point.
7 afternoon. Okay,
at
7
this
in the
point,
afternoon.
It was probably almost 9 or 10. And I hadn't even had any. I was just hanging out with the little old ladies in there. And
So
then-
it was only an hour since you stopped drinking.
That wasn't an hour. I just said it was 9 or 10. I said last time.
Oh,
Was
wait, 2 hours.
7, 8, 9, 10 is almost 3 hours.
7 to 8, 8 to 9, 9 to 10. No, 3 hours.
Yeah.
So you didn't have a drink in 3 hours.
Yeah, because I was just there talking to this lady.
So
I
hold
made
on,
friends
hold
with.
on. You were in a bar
Mm,
for 3 hours, and you had already had some drinks.
I pre-gamed.
But for those 3 hours, you didn't have a drink during those 3 hours at all.
No, I had one when I was there. That was like the fourth one. I said I had 4. I had like the Modelo and the 2 little mics. I would have had probably more.
That was 4.
No,
Yeah.
I said that earlier.
No, okay.
Yes, I did.
This,
but-
this is like Swiss cheese story right here.
I did.
There's
have,
holes all
I
in this
think, 1 or
bitch.
2 more in my little baggie I had, and I would have had those, but they spilled earlier in the day, so I didn't have those at all. They like fell over at one point. And
In your mouth, I know.
No,
It's
in
like,
my-
oh shit, it's all over my mouth.
unfortunately, not at all. So they just went to waste. But otherwise, maybe I would have had.
With all this bar hopping you do, it surprises me that you don't fuck more dudes.
I'm not a whore. I'm not.
No one's saying that you're a whore.
I
Yeah,
know,
why-
but it's
why
why
do
does
you
it
think you have to
surprise
be
you
a
that I
whore
don't
just 'cause
fuck
they
more
like to
dudes?
fuck?
And first off, I didn't even bar hop. That was one bar.
But you're always at a bar.
I'm not always.
Yes,
No, I haven't even been at
Once a
all
week or
lately.
what?
Not even.
twice a week.
Not even.
3 times a week.
Well, since your mom, before your mom got here.
I haven't really been going out.
When's the last bar you went to? How many weeks ago?
The last bar I went to was with my friend, like probably 4 weeks, maybe.
You're
I
lying.
swear.
You're
And
lying.
It was the first time we went to that. It was like.
Are you drinking at people's pads or what?
I
Are you
think
still
I'm drinking
partying?
my
When's the
own.
last time you partied?
I'm not partying much.
When's the last time you
I've been
partied?
going through too many things.
What are you going through?
I'm just dealing. I'm like this car accident
Dick?
thing. I totaled my car.
Okay.
Like I've been literally having to have a rental car for like 2 months. I've been having to stress over like finding another vehicle. That's freaking sucked. I'm at a new not a new job, but they moved us to a new whole department, and they're like my ass for it. They're micromanagers. Like I'm always having to do this, just answer to them for every little thing. It's stressful. Now I was telling, the owner just told me they're selling the house that I'm living in, the place I live in, and they're raising the rent in like a couple more weeks. And starting July, like to almost $3,000 a month. So now I've been looking for new places. Like I've just had too much going on. And then, the guy that I'm seeing or whatever, like we still bicker all the time about it at each other, and that stresses me out too. So that's just another thing piled on everything else with work and the car and everything. So literally, and if anything, like I'm mostly just hanging out at home. Honestly, like I'm really not spending the money that I.
Are you having a lot of sex with that guy or what?
Yeah, we have sex. Like the other night, we had sex probably like, I don't know, 3 times or something. One night.
What does he do? He just reaches, he like just rolls over and puts it in or what?
No. Sometimes he just comes over and I don't know.
What's up, girl?
No.
Come right on my dick.
No, it's not like that. That's weird.
That's what he says, huh?
No.
What's up, girl?
No.
Suck my dick.
No.
Yeah, he does. That's why you just got quiet.
No. That's funny though. That sounds hilarious.
All right. That sounds like him?
Huh?
It sounds like him?
No. I'm
Nah,
trying to think
so-
how it like happens now, but it's like I don't know if he comes
Let me
if he
suck
comes
in
in
your
the middle of the
titties.
day or whatever, he'll be like I don't know, take off your pants. Something like that. Like go upstairs.
He says, take off your pants?
Yeah, something like that or whatever.
Aggressively?
Not aggressively, like in a flirty way. And I'll say like, well, I'm not gonna do that down here or something like that.
Are you on like any birth control?
Yeah,
Oh, thank God.
I know.
You don't need that shit.
I know.
Because that would be the best. Like,
There's
if
too many
if
kids.
you weren't on birth control, like the way everything's going in your life, that's what's next.
Yeah, it won't happen. I've
He-
never even
he-
had any scares.
Nah, that's not mine.
He has no. He would definitely. He has a lot of kids.
Nah, I got fix.
No, he hasn't.
Where do you get
Ah!
that?
Why do you always say racist
Like,
things?
what the fuck?
Racist. I just asked if he was black.
What
That's
the
not
fuck,
racist.
Phil? How do you not identify that as some racist ass shit to say?
By
to
asking
somebody?
somebody if her boyfriend
Mexicans
is
have a
black.
lot of kids too.
That's racist, dude.
Reason why you're asking.
Did I say why? I didn't say why.
You don't
Just
have
asked
to
the
say
question.
why, Phil.
Did I? No.
We don't have to say. Everybody
Why not?
knows why.
All right, can we play a game?
You're like the big sausage, huh?
What is the game?
We'll go Suzanne
Oh, yeah.
Sweet 16, okay? I'm going to give you a choice between two people, and I want you to pick one. Now you understand where I was going with that earlier, smart guy?
Choices.
He's not going to make the connection.
What you saying?
Now you see why I was doing what I was doing earlier, smart guy?
No, I don't know.
Okay,
I
now
can't-
watch this. Watch this. Well, then you're also not at meetings. So we plan around you. Sorry. Yes. All right. Chris Hemsworth, Michael B. Jordan. Who do you want to fuck?
Michael Jordan.
That's not the person you're thinking.
I don't think he thinks it's the wrong one. This guy's white with blonde hair, dude.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well, that's out.
Oh, the white guy, of course.
Is Chris Hemsworth the one that was married to Miley Cyrus?
Yes.
Oh, he's really hot. Probably him.
Chris Hemsworth?
Yeah.
All right.
Can I have them both?
No.
God damn.
Ryan
I
Reynolds.
have to pick then.
She wants to train with both of them. Or?
But I want not the same time or anything. But like, I can't really choose. They're both really good looking. I like Chris Hemsworth, but he has to be clean cut, haircut.
Okay. Ryan Reynolds or Tom Holland?
I don't know who Tom Holland
Spider-Man guy with fluffy hair.
is. I still don't.
Ryan Reynolds
Three,
wins.
though. So Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds. I hope Ryan Gosling's one of the options.
Chris Evans and Liam Hemsworth.
Liam Hemsworth is the one that's married to Miley Cyrus.
Oh, shit.
I still picked the other one. Okay, this one was Liam or which one?
Chris Evans.
Oh, this is a hard one.
Oh, you can, and in this bracket, it's a bracket tournament. Like, you can have, like, a threesome with the brothers.
You said I had to choose and pick and choose.
I know, but if it's the last two left, I mean, do you really lose? Does anyone really lose?
Okay, between Chris Evans and the other one, oh, that's so hard. Okay, I'm still gonna go with the Hemsworth one.
Who's Chris Evans?
He's Captain America.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're going with and Liam?
Yes, he has a freaking accent. They're Australian.
That
Accent
good?
and hot.
All right,
Oh.
Harry
He has to be
Styles.
clean cut.
Brad Pitt.
Who is it? What is he? In?
Watermelon Sugar High.
I know the song, but what does he look like? Give a picture.
I don't know, white guy. You know, they all look the same. All the
Oh,
white guys
I
in
don't know.
in entertainment look the
Can
same.
Brad Pitt be younger Brad Pitt or
No,
old
this would
guy
be
Brad Pitt?
old guy Brad Pitt.
Technically, that's still racist when you say that. Even though you say it about white people, you're still being.
But
like that.
but what did I say?
You
He's a
said
white
that
guy.
they all look
They
alike
all
'cause
look
they're
the
white.
same.
They do. They have the same style with their long hair.
And
Harry
I'm not
Styles,
saying I
you
have a
said?
problem
With
it.
that long, like floppy. I
Does he
don't
look
know.
like a kid?
You're just gonna go Brad.
Let's just
Yeah.
go with Brad
If
Pitt.
you don't know him, you just go
Brad
with the
Pitt.
one you know.
Yeah, Brad Pitt.
All right. Shawn Mendes,
Mhm.
Zac Efron.
Mm. Zac Efron. We're gonna go with Shawn Mendes
Okay.
if that's the one. I'm thinking.
Okay. The Weeknd or Donald Glover?
Who the heck is Donald Glover? What is he in?
Walking Encyclopedia.
Lethal Weapon. That was Danny Glover.
Anything else?
It's Daniel. It's Donald Glover.
No, I don't know. I'm not
He's a
sure.
good-looking brother. Here, look him up.
You tell me
Okay.
what he was in.
Daniel Glover?
Yeah.
I just made that joke.
And then
Phil, shut
the other
up.
one was The Weeknd?
Yes.
Yeah, they're different. I'm being real with you. They're two different people.
They almost look the same.
That's what I just said, and you
I'm
act
gonna go
like
with
I'm
the
being
Dan
a smart ass.
Glover.
Donald Glover.
Donald Glover.
Okay.
Daniel Glover.
Bradley Cooper or The Rock?
Bradley Cooper for sure.
All right. Channing Tatum or Bruno Mars?
Oh, Channing Tatum.
All right.
I was so happy when he got a divorce from his wife. Like,
Here we go.
I hate her.
We're putting people together, okay? So it's a threesome with the Hemsworth brothers.
There's only two. Oh,
Two and you. Yeah,
oh.
you're the person. Who do you think the other person is?
I don't know.
All right. Or Ryan Reynolds.
Wait, my options are to bring in Ryan Reynolds
No, wait.
or to
So
have the
just
threesome with
Ryan
the brothers?
Reynolds?
Just Ryan Reynolds or a threesome with the Hemsworth brothers. One of them is rough scruffy, and the other one's clean cut. So it's like two different dudes.
Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, whoa! Why?
Because he's so sweet. And you see the things he says about his wife.
So he's gonna be a good lover.
I think he'd be more passionate and like I don't like sharing and all that kind of stuff. Like I just want one-on-one.
All right, Brad Pitt or Shawn Mendes.
Shawn Mendes. Brad Pitt's probably more experienced. I'm gonna go with Brad Pitt.
Bradley Cooper or that Donald guy.
Bradley Cooper.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go Liam Hemsworth or Brad Pitt.
Liam Hemsworth.
Okay.
Already asked that one?
No, I added a threesome, but I ended up fucking up the bracket, so I was like, I better not do that. All right. Chris Hemsworth or Ryan Reynolds.
Chris Hemsworth or Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds.
All right. Liam or Brad Pitt? You said Liam.
Yes, and that one, yes.
All right. Shawn Mendes or Donald Glover?
Shawn Mendes.
Sean. Bradley Cooper or Channing Tatum?
Channing Tatum.
Oof. It's almost all right. So it's the final four. You got Channing Tatum, Shawn Mendes, Liam Hemsworth, and Ryan Reynolds. Let's start at the lower bracket. Shawn Mendes, Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum.
Oh shit! You're about to get fucking dick down. It's gonna be awesome. Liam Hemsworth or Ryan Reynolds?
Liam Hemsworth or Ryan. Oh, they're both so sweet. I'm gonna go with Liam. Gotta change
All right,
the accent.
Liam Hemsworth or Channing Tatum? This is gonna say a lot about you. This is you're a hoe for sure, or you really want it. Like I want a husband.
That's so hard.
How do you get any of that out of this?
I know, right? I can see why-
Because she likes Liam Hemsworth because he's a good dude.
and he has an accent. And
She likes Channing Tatum. She just wants to get fucked.
Yeah, and he's a good. He used to be a stripper.
But I still don't understand.
He was a really good husband.
She wants to be with either these guys
I'm
for.
gonna go with Liam.
So she wants a real meaningful relationship.
But you're asking.
What's up, girl?
But the whole premise of what you're asking is superficial anyway. So
Yeah.
no matter what answer is given, the result is the same because of the test itself is biased.
How?
Because you're asking who do you want to fuck. So the implication of want to fuck is already.
But she was starting to want to fuck. She wanted to fuck some of these guys because of they're good dudes.
That's true.
Yeah, but
Ryan Reynolds and
Already,
Liam Hemsworth.
It was getting harder
it's
because
not
they
which
were
one do you want to start
they
a
were already all
relationship with.
they were all hot.
That's
so
why I
then
said
had
it
to
says a
pick
lot
other
about her.
factors.
I'm not buying it. I'm still.
I had to use other factors to choose because they're already hot.
It's a
first
setup.
off,
It's set up.
Secondly, why wasn't Ryan Gosling in there? Because he is like amazing.
Mm,
I love him.
I know. But in my Google history search, it says hottest men. So it's always the first thing for that. I just got the top 40 of them. Supposedly, or top 30 or whatever it was. But I can't believe The Rock lost. Would it change?
What are the results?
She wants Liam
what does your
Hemsworth.
scientific experiment come to?
She wants a relationship, but not with that dude. Sheila.
Okay, fair enough.
You don't want it with him, huh?
With what?
He just fun for convenience or what?
The one right now.
Yeah. Or
If
you
he
really
could
love
ever
him.
Act right, you could have a real
Oh.
chance, but he doesn't.
He can have a real chance? What do you mean act right?
Like he doesn't listen to me.
Whoa! What the fuck kind of Amber Heard shit is that?
I tell him all the time, I'm the fucking boss. Like you need to do what I say.
See, that's probably what's gonna leave you for sure single forever.
It's fine. I
Who-
kind of came to the conclusion already with this one, like that dudes are just drama. Like,
No!
no, seriously.
Dudes don't want to be
I think
fucking
that I
manhandled.
enjoy the single part, not because of like the player lifestyle or nothing like that, because it wasn't like that. Because if you remember, I was on a celibate journey, which was true.
Gay.
No, it was good because then I didn't have to focus on like that. I already knew like I wasn't gonna bother with that. But the point was is that like I can do what the hell I want. I don't have to worry about you have to be loyal and care about the other person's feelings or
What the
do
fuck?
what the heck I want. Like if I wanted to go on a trip, I just up and go. I don't have to ask or tell or wonder if that's okay or is it gonna bother him that
Why?
I have a guy
See,
friend?
that's your picker is wrong.
My picker is wrong. I have to see a
Because
therapist.
you have to. You're thinking of it as a chore to be with somebody. That's your
I just
first
don't
initial
like
reaction.
losing, like,
Because you've
my
only had
freedom.
shitty fucking people in your life.
That's true.
Well, stop. We already know this guy's probably not great.
Yeah, like
So why do you keep on going with him?
they're all not great though. I've come to that conclusion.
No, that's not true.
I'm pretty sure
Your picker's wrong.
like 90% of them are
No.
not great.
That's not true.
And the other 10% are taken for the most part.
There's something.
I'll say like there's 2% that are probably good and not
Bro-
taken, and I don't know where those ones
Can
are.
you help me out with this, dude?
I mean, she's already made her mind up. Why try to? That's
No, that's just not
They're
okay.
all shit. Then hey, fuck it.
That's just what they've shown.
You're
like,
you're gonna be for fucking forever crazy cat lady.
I don't even like him.
Well, that's the funny thing. You're gonna eventually have them.
No, I'm just gonna be like, I'm okay. I'm actually like,
Get a dog then.
I have 2 little dogs,
Okay.
but I'll be perfectly happy. Like if I fully become like single or whatever, I'll be very much content.
Why don't you
because
make it?
I'll go-
Why don't you just become single or whatever?
Because I'm like, I mean, I don't like. I enjoy this guy sometimes.
Where is it going? You're taking yourself off the market because you're emotionally attached to this dude.
Have you gotten mad at him before?
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
Have
Like
you
every
called him
day.
the N word?
Of course you say something like that.
I wanted. I was just wondering. See?
You do?
did.
Whoa! You fucking racist!
Look,
This is that white privilege again, bro.
no.
Yes.
No, listen.
You
I've
straight
never,
up
ever-
said that.
No, I didn't say
That
anything
is not
yet.
funny.
Stop. I have never said that word
Ever in your whole
ever
life.
prior to him. So listen to this though.
What is that?
When he says all kinds of bad, when we're in a
Say
big
talking
fight,
to a mic.
when we're, am I not?
No.
Okay, am I now? Okay. So like if we're like in a really really big bicker match or fight or whatever, I can be real mean, but he can be real mean too, and he says all kinds of evil shit to like whatever try to hurt me, and we go into like below the belt level, and so the only thing when I'm like at the
That's
most
healthy as fuck.
it's super toxic. And I'm like, the only, like, I try to think, and being that I've never even said that word, I know that that's like almost in a fast, as fast as I can think, like, what's the meanest thing that would be insulting to him that I could use to just hit him where it hurts?
Yeah,
and that was the
well,
only thing that spewed out of my mouth because that's
I
the only
think-
thing I could think would be the most disrespectful thing I could say.
I
And
think
then I
you pretty much
apologized,
found
like, within an hour because I knew
You
that.
pretty much found it. That was-
Bravo.
And I just, like,
You
threw
can
it out
Success.
there. And he's
you
like,
stopped
I don't
it,
even
you
care.
did it well.
Because really, he was raised in Allen, Texas, in like an all white little neighborhood, and he's very proper and all this stuff anyway, for the most part and stuff.
Not
So
really.
hold on.
No,
Hold on.
seriously,
Hold
like
on.
if you hear him like talking,
Hold on. You were
Yeah.
going for like bonus racist points because of his background.
no. I'm saying that his response to it because he says that he.
Like, how do you get lower than
I
that?
don't
Wear a
know.
Klan's hood? Hey, motherfucker! With a rope? Like, how much further do you want to hurt the man?
I mean,
Why
there
you
was
such
times I told him like, because he went below the belt plenty of times too. Like,
What did he
went all the
say?
way to,
What does
like,
he call
the
you?
Does
A
it-
white
the-
cracker or something?
No, nothing like that. But he like talks about shit like, oh, even your dad doesn't want to be around because he left when you were 10. Like, I think that's hurtful. Like, that's trauma stuff that I have to see. therapist
So you
for.
think the N-word, the very first thing?
I
Nah!
And
That's
then-
what you're thinking?
So when we've had some big, really bad fights and stuff,
Is your mom white?
neither of my parents are white.
What is your mom?
She's Mexican. My dad's Middle Eastern.
Okay.
And so
It'd
yeah,
be a
so that's
better
why I
story
said
if she
it.
was white, yeah.
and then
The mom?
You crazy girl.
but
You
like
crazy.
so I don't even care if you say that and stuff, stupid shit. But he says all kinds of evil, mean things or whatever.
Did you make comments about
whatever.
your weight?
Oh yeah, he's definitely said stuff like that about weight.
Oh, what does he say?
I mean, he says you're fat. I mean,
Keep it simple.
You guys' relationship's awesome.
and I'll say you're
Awesome.
fucking. I
Hold
say
on,
you're
hold on.
disgusting.
What do you get out of it though? I mean, what does it do for you that makes you want to stick around.
I know, like
And
how?
then his kids don't, and then his kids. You're none of your kids. That's why none of your baby mamas like all four. None of them want them to see you. That's why you don't talk with your kids.
No,
That's
no,
why
what I
all
mean
that.
is,
That's
I
what
mean,
like.
it would be easy for you as a person to just move on and do something else with someone else. But
Mhm.
what do you get out of it that you go back and you keep doing it?
I ask myself that every day.
Well,
Fair enough.
I don't know exactly how to answer it, to be honest. Like, my therapist asked me that too. Like, well, what are you going back for? Tell me, is it the sex? You can say it's fine. And I'm like, I'm not saying like, believe me, there's some like good sex some of the times, not all of the time. But,
Little dick motherfucker.
no, his dick is like he has a 12-inch dick, but
12-inch?
yeah,
Damn.
and it's a good like it's
and you
a good
measured
size.
it. You measured it, right?
It is 12 inches.
Well, you measured it, right?
Did you have
eyeball
double
measured
hands on it?
but Look, I used to run.
Eyeball
listen,
measure it. What's
I
that?
used to
It's an
run a
eyeball
dick page on a Facebook group, and so I mean I'm a dick expert in the pictures. Like I can see.
How
and
many
I
times did
know-
Isaac sent you his dick?
He sent a picture.
To you?
Yeah,
Isaac did?
yeah.
Hold on.
Oh, can you dick expert him?
told you that?
Hold on, man. I just want to.
He told me that.
I just want
Yeah.
to say that.
I know.
I know.
I didn't know that dickexpertise was a thing.
It's a real
Didn't
thing.
tell me.
It's a real thing.
Well, I didn't even
We
know
had
it was a
over
word.
200 images flowing through this group, like,
So Isaac, hold on real fast.
and you can tell because. So, for instance, a lot of times you can like
Or
guys will use
does he
bottles of water to measure, and
double
this is,
hands
like,
or what? You double hand him when you're blowing him?
No, I don't need a double hand.
Could you though? Is it like that?
Shit. Oh, so she said hands
I
behind
don't
the
need
back.
to use two hands. Like I know how to do what I'm doing.
I know. I'm just saying. Could you use two hands if you wanted to?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Oh, for sure, for
Shit.
sure. And then if I put a third hand.
Barely a hand for me.
But anyway, but this is the thing though. It's seriously like
So at least a hand
because
though.
when we're fighting, sometimes like my vagina can be very temperamental and be like, "Fuck you!" Like I don't want you touching me. Like if I'm mad, like I don't necessarily always like people say, "Oh, the fight's half the fun because you get to have that angry sex makeup." It's not like that for me all the time. Like I'm not saying ever. I'm just saying a lot of the time.
It's because you're always fucked up. It's because you're always fucked up, huh?
No, not at
You're always
all.
drinking.
No, not at all. Like I don't because of how he gets when he drinks. Like I have been not drinking myself because I don't want him drinking.
So when so the last time you drank is the car accident.
No, that's not the last time I drank.
So it scared you straight.
Definitely not. I've definitely drank since then, for sure. But I'm just saying, like I haven't been partying.
That's awesome.
I haven't really been going out and stuff.
That's super healthy.
Yeah, I know.
You gotta be proud.
And I lost like another. Like I already lost like another like 20-something pounds.
Nah.
Actually.
Nah.
I have. Swear. You can say that all you want, but
Nah.
I have. I have.
Why do you look the same as when you were here before?
I don't.
You do.
No, I don't. I'm in a whole nother
Nah.
size of jeans. I went down a size. Two
Nah.
sizes. Seriously.
Oh, I could say some nasty.
No. You guys can talk your shit all you want.
No, I won't.
All you want. Because we can
What
talk
do you?
it back to
What are you? You pushing 3 right now, or?
Oh, you're so funny. You're so funny. You guys are dicks.
Over or under? Over or under?
I really would like to know how much my boobs weigh, to be honest. But I don't know. They could be 3 each, maybe. 5 each? I don't know.
Hold on. Why do I find it so creepy that Phil's talking about titties?
I don't know.
I know you don't even like titties, dude. What are you talking about?
Yes, I do, but I like small titties.
I know.
Then that means you don't
That's a
like
weird
titties.
thing.
What the fuck's
Never heard
wrong
that.
with you?
I don't know. Never hear that.
I like small titties.
Yeah, that's not a common
He's a.
thing.
Oh.
The A's.
Really?
I like tan automobiles.
You have a fine palate.
So
Like
you
a
like
you.
small asses and small titties?
He likes little boys. Skinny little 5'3"
Don't
boys.
say boys. That's
That's the body of it of a boy body.
it's the body of a girl too. That's petite. So shut up.
Wow. Well, he said 2. That's creepy. Right
Yeah.
there. That creeps me out, Phil. You're creeping me out.
He just say 2 what?
Do what?
As in also, you said I.
I meant also. Okay.
No, but that's still funny. The also is still funny.
And for your information, I will say part of the reason I was going to the gym and stuff like that, but then I got really sick, which was also part of during this break. That so I got really sick, and I know you're gonna make funny jokes, whatever. But anyway, it was a throat infection, But listen.
12 months,
I know.
12 inches is just too much.
Listen.
Why would you even tell us that? Why would you tell us that?
Because I don't care. It's
Why?
people get sick.
You know
It's
we're gonna
tonsillitis. I don't
if you say
care.
you have a throat infection, you know the next thing we're gonna go, oh, yeah.
I know, and I don't even care because it is what it is. People get throat infections. Happens all the time. So anyway, but seriously though, it was really bad. Like I was having like
happens all
fever
the
for like
time.
2 weeks.
How often
straight.
do you get a throat infection?
Not super often. It's not like it happens regularly.
Oh.
But I did get sick for like definitely 2 weeks straight. Before that though, I had a cold, so that was 3 weeks. So that part right there alone, like I lost my appetite for sure. And then the throat infection thing, like my tonsils were super freaking swollen.
So how often does that happen? You just fucks your tonsils up or what?
Oh, shut up. No, that's never happened because of that. What you're implying, never. Anyway, but I was super sick. I was having like fever, almost 104, and I was miserable, and I couldn't really I even went to the ER and stuff like that because I was dehydrated and all that. So you're such a dick with all this. But no, I was miserable, so that was part of I wasn't eating or drinking like anything. So yeah, I did lose weight super fast actually, and that was definitely a contributor.
So what happened when you were at you represent Red Light at Flower Fest?
Oh, that was all before a few weeks back, huh? Well, I went there to go
Work.
hold a sign. I was told I could hold. I said, "What do I do?" They said, "Just hold the sign, take pictures with people." So I did. I was walking around looking at. I went and played with some puppies. They were so cute, and I went to the booth and was walking around with my little sign. And so when I was in one of the like weed booths or whatever,
Flower Fest is a cannabis festival.
yeah, and so I went into this little festival and was taking some pictures of people, and then one of the little workers in the booth had saw my sign, and they were like, "Oh, you're working the festival," and I was like, "Yeah," and then he's like, "Oh, come here are these people, I'm giving out like a hit of this weed or whatever," and so he just said take a puff, and so I did, and then I don't know what the hell kind of weed or how strong this weed was or what the hell, but I'm not a big weed smoker, obviously. So anyway, next thing I know, though, by the time I made it, and mind you, I'll say this,
Bro,
I wasn't.
they were looking for like 25, 30 minutes.
Well, I was in the
Couldn't find her.
visiting with some people. I ran into.
They had a bit going on that they were going to do on the stage.
Oh really?
She was involved. What are you talking about? Really? You were there. You're supposed to.
They
you're
didn't
supposed.
tell me about it.
They couldn't find her.
So,
They went
I
all
didn't
the way
know.
around.
Hold on. So
They didn't come into the
hold
booth.
up. So the recap is this: is what happened. You smoked some weed. It was powerful,
Yes.
and then
One puff.
then the next thing you know, you were in a hotel room.
No.
And you blacked out,
No.
and you were talking to somebody in the hotel room.
No.
Did
not
you
at
black
all.
out?
And people were looking.
You had the
No.
Wawas or what?
I don't know what Wawas are, and I didn't black out. But this is what happened.
When you
So-
close your eyes and the room's going whoa, whoa,
Okay.
whoa.
I didn't have to close my eyes. I was spinning right with my eyes open, and the floor is uneven, and I feel like I'm gonna puke. So, but I wasn't feeling like that immediately quite yet. But I was definitely like feeling all funny. And I finished, talking to a few more people. I took a couple pictures in there. Then I headed out, and they also gave me they had
How do you miss?
They're called weed cocktails. They're liquid. They're drinks that are cocktails.
So you had a drink too?
Now listen.
You had a drink.
I didn't even get to have them. Isaac threw all of them away, I think.
okay.
Or no, I set some of them down. I think he took one. He was like, "You're not supposed to take those out of the booth." I said, "They told me they could take them." So anyway, I took all the little cocktails, and then I already knew I was feeling super weird, so I just set them down, and I had brought like some little waters and stuff. And so I was drinking that, and I put them down, and then they got thrown away or whatever. I don't know. I never
So
even got to have those.
you were fucked up.
I think,
Yeah, so I
think
made
you
it-
got roofied 'cause
I
don't
made
know,
it
that
back.
doesn't sound like
Well,
weed to me.
Isaac
I
was
think
right
somebody
around there, and he's
slipped
like,
your
"Oh,
leg.
where you been?" I was like, "Oh, I was right in that tent." He's like, "Oh, okay, well, come on." And I was like, "Okay." So I went and sat with them at the little booth for a little bit, but I started feeling real spinny and sick. I felt so nauseous. I was so nauseous. So I made it up and went to another side of the tent, and they had less wires. I didn't want to knock over anything over by the people at the stage or whatever. So I went and sat down, and then it just kept feeling worse. So I made it to the behind the tent and sat on the ground and just wanted to like feel better. So I was drinking some water and stuff, and then Isaac just kept coming back there and being like, "Are you good?" I was like, well, I'm spinning, but I mean, I'm alive. I just was sitting there. And then a friend of mine that I had invited to come earlier had shown up, and when Isaac was on the thing talking about, he said that I got too high in one of the booths, blah blah blah. He's basically talking shit, and they couldn't find me, this and that. But he knew where I was. I was sitting right behind the tent, and my friend heard him talking about me, and that's how my friend found me. And so my
I
friend,
can't find it. I know he sent me a video. You're all
I knew he
fucked
was
up.
taking video. I was watching. I was watching right from
the main camera on again.
Go ahead. keep
pause.
talking.
Oh, okay. So I was watching and hearing and everything from back there, but I just felt really miserable, and so I was just trying to feel better, just mellow out. And so my friend heard him making that announcement, and that's how he found me. And my friend found me. He went and bought me some like food and brought me some more like a Sprite to help settle my stomach, and so I just kind of just sat there for the rest of the time. And then by the time like literally the festival was like, I think finishing, probably close to, people were leaving and stuff. I did start feeling like a little bit better, like enough to at least get up finally and like move back to the front of the tent where the chairs were. So I sat there and I just sat there for the rest of the next 30 minutes or whatever it was. And then he was like, "Are you good? Do you think you can walk, out of the festival?" And I was like, "Yeah, I think I feel good enough to do that." And I started feeling a little bit better, just kind of tired at that point. And the walk a little bit helped, I think, too. And so he walked me to my car. My friend walked me to my car, and then just said goodbye and stuff. And I went home, and I think I went to sleep pretty much when I went home, and I felt fine the next day or whatever. But I don't know what the hell because it was weird because
I feel like somebody drugged you. Like that doesn't sound like something that we.
it
would
was
do to
really
somebody
weird
like
because it just hit me all of a sudden, and I swear, like it was like uneven. It was just horrible. I just felt like I was
sounds
spinning.
Like what happens when someone drugs you?
I don't know, but
Sucks.
that was miserable. It was miserable. That is what happened. And Isaac, I think even at one point might have asked me, he's like, "Did you get drunk or something?" And I was like, "No, there's no cocktails here, like no real ones with alcohol." And
He was saying that.
Can't hear you.
what?
He said you ruined the day.
I did not ruin the day.
That's what he said.
He's such an asshole. It's just because he's mad all the time that he doesn't want to
But
share the
that's not-
spotlight. Is all it is. He's jealous. I know. He's a dick.
He doesn't want you on the show anymore because he's jealous of you.
Yeah, because he's mad
There it
because during Christmas time he had to share, little spotlight, and I had told
You
him
gotta
that
move
next
it.
year
Yeah, there you go.
he is not gonna get to host it by himself. That I was gonna help host it.
So he's mad at you because of that.
Yeah.
No, Isaac said that
Christmas
he really worked hard on the Christmas show, and then he also said he really worked hard on the Flower Fest, and you ruined
He
that
didn't
too.
work hard on the Flower Fest. He didn't do anything.
He was acting super stressed out about it though,
That's because that's him. But that's him.
and that dude showing you his dick,
Someone showed you their dick.
Isaac.
Isaac's the one that drugged you. Then he's showing you the merchandise.
Where does he? When? How many times is he flirt with you?
That must have been when you got your sore throat when you got drugged. Huh?
Not with Isaac. Hold on. Does he try to hook up with you?
No, we're fine.
Is he flirt? What do you mean? Have you guys hooked up?
No.
Swear to God.
We haven't.
So I didn't ask you if you haven't.
Swear to God.
But how does he show you his dick? He just all of a
It's on
sudden
photo.
he just sends you a picture
I
He
think
sent you
we were
dick pics.
talking about it somehow.
about dick pics,
I don't know what-
about his dick or about his dick.
about his, and then I don't know.
He's slimy, huh? Isaac is a sleep.
Hold on, how did he
He's a
have
slimy
a
man.
Conversation so that you two were talking about his cock.
I don't know how the conversation.
That's
came up.
a master cocksman right there.
I don't know, it could've
I used to, yeah.
I don't know how it came up.
And you got bamboozled into the conversation, and then you got dude, when you saw his dick, were you like, "Fuck, I need to suck that dick"?
No.
You weren't thinking that?
No,
What-
I
what
don't
did-
think that on any dick that I look at.
When I think of Isaac's dick, I imagine a lot of hair everywhere.
no.
Is he like shaved down?
Yeah. I mean,
Was it good the first time you guys fucked? Was it good?
we
Is
didn't.
it, hold
fuck.
on, is it like clean or is it like shaved to where you could still tell that it's hairy as fuck, but it's just
It's groomed.
It's well groomed.
Groomed.
he's got a dick shadow.
I mean, in the photo, it's groomed.
Oh, how did you know it was bald then?
I didn't say it was bald. I said it's groomed.
You in the beginning you said bald,
I said it was not bald.
so you're not fucking with Isaac.
No.
You're lying. You
I'm-
never did.
No.
Were you like, all right, just one time? That's it.
No.
I don't know,
No.
man. She knows
She's-
an awful lot about his dick. And
Yeah.
She is. What did you say it was? Dickology.
A dick
Or
spurt.
Dick-expertise.
Yeah.
I'm sensing.
How many inches is Isaac in your expertise?
Oh my god.
Why do you want to do that? You just want her to tell you so you can find out if you're bigger. Or
I'm not throwing that out there. No.
Tell me.
Small or is it big?
I'll say
Now both of you are doing it. You both of you
Medium.
are worried.
it's like
Yeah,
not it's
that
like a
means
little love
I'm a nice girl. I don't want to say it's small. That's what that means.
No, I'll say this. It wasn't huge and it wasn't small.
Like 4,
Yeah,
3.
you're the dick spurt.
Yeah, but
Like
that's
4.
okay. So this is what a rule I had on my dick page too, that I don't talk about, like we don't share or talk about the people that we were friends with or we knew personally, because we would basically bait these guys from apps to get their pictures, and then we get to like laugh and all this stuff, and it's
You're
just-
evil.
They have
It was
like a fucking
entertaining.
scam going on. We're gonna secretly inspect the dicks.
Do you guys have a
They
fucking
love
call
sending
center
their
in India?
Videos and pictures. One time there was a football player that was cheating. Like we caught him for sure. Like it was for real because we,
A real football player?
yeah,
How do you know?
because we researched him.
It's
found
not
him.
you. You're not the one getting them. You're not playing a football player.
She reverse searched.
It was
the,
on- yeah, it
the,
was through
the
my-
dick
the app
image
that I was on.
Google.
It was yeah. We have several reverse search images, and so we found him, and some of the images were ones that were out there, but it was him, and the reason you knew it was really him on the naked picture was several naked pictures was because of the tattoos were all from the real images.
A Rams guy?
No, it wasn't a Rams guy. I don't remember. He looked like a skinny version of that character in Moana. What is that guy's name? Maui.
Rock.
Like he looked like Maui.
Where? From what team?
I could go back and like look.
Oh, you forgot?
Yeah, I don't remember the team or anything about like anything. This has been a while, but I definitely.
And
have-
one of your girls pulled him, and then now she's
No,
fucking
no.
outing him.
No, this
And
this was
you know
from my
guys
app.
do that shit too.
do it.
We fucking get chicks fucking pictures and send them amongst our
Oh
group.
yeah,
I
for
thought
sure.
you were, I
Obviously.
thought you were saying that guys get dick pics and like go on like fucking dick expertise quests.
Oh, guys. Oh, that's the other thing. Guys, we caught so many that send fake dick pics. So we would catch them all the time. They use like porno
that guy.
videos and try to be like, "This is me," and
Fake
you literally
dick.
find the reverse
Tim
image search, and it's
Amarosa.
like,
No, but I would just get one that's like similar to my dick.
yeah, no, these guys go really out there and stuff. The
I
videos
would.
Are usually the most real.
I would get one similar to my dick. It's hard to find mine because mine's like a little on the thicker side, so it's hard to match that.
Oh yeah, sure.
I would
'Cause
say though, like
they don't make fake dicks like that.
if to have a good dick though, like you can't have some huge girthy one, and like it needs to be a good balance between the long and girthiness,
I don't.
like a happy balance.
So if there's no, so if you go out with a guy and you decide you're gonna get laid, you kind of if it's not what you expected, you just shit can him.
Why are you
know,
stuttering so much?
Because he's trying to get some.
words so that it doesn't sound so bad.
He loves it. He loves this conversation.
because
Why
first
don't you
I
show
was
it with
like,
this
oh,
conversation? Why'd you show it in movies?
If I go out with a dude, like it's not necessarily gonna end up in that spot to begin with. In that
So when you
situation.
do you
Do-do?
measure, or do you like look at it and say, well,
no,
too girthy, bye, or something like that. You know?
No shit. Beggars can't be choosers, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not a beggar.
Oh, just with that super positive relationship you're in.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
dude who beats you and fucking calls you fat. You call him the N word.
Like I said, I'm not saying we're not very toxic to each other,
Well, why you want to?
So that's desperation. You know that, right?
but I'll say like
That's desperation.
Yeah.
he's been in some pornos in the past.
Oh my
And,
god.
like-
He's done everything. This guy has so many
He
stories.
was in a show on Netflix.
Oh my god, I'm so sure.
No show modeling. He was a model,
MMA fighter.
MMA fighter. He did paid like MMA fighting and stuff. He's a kind of a jack of a lot of trades, but and as far as the sex goes, like I said, like it can be really good, and it's not like I will say that I don't care. Like I don't like pencil dicks. Those are the worst kind.
Oh, pencil did.
Yeah, those are those ones that you're gonna need like a tweezer to hold up because they're just little. Thin
Nobody
ones.
has that.
I know. How many dudes have you fucked
I've
like
never
that?
had one like that. But
Then
my mom's
don't
best
say
friend-
nothing.
One of my mom's best friends said that she
Did your mom
definitely had
meet
one
your
that was like
boyfriend?
that. Has she met him?
Yeah, of
Oh,
course
yeah.
she did.
Okay.
She don't like. Did they fight?
They've fought plenty of times.
With your boyfriend?
Oh yeah.
So it's like crazy runs in the family, huh?
No, she just defends
It
me.
does.
I'll defend her. She'll defend me. Who's not gonna? If you hear your kid or your daughter, do you have a daughter?
Yeah,
How old is she?
she's 15.
Okay, perfect age. Whatever. Later in life, even though more so. If you even
She's not gonna just be with a bunch of fucking idiots, and she's
you
not
don't
gonna
know who they
stay.
end up with.
She's not gonna
Like,
be in a relationship where a dude beats on her and then fucking talk
let's
shit to
so,
her.
guys, just in
You better
case,
be busy, boy.
in case she
You
ends up
better
with
be
somebody
real
that
busy.
he
You trying
doesn't
to
like
fuck up the
later,
whole
and
balance of the universe
we're gonna
over
bring.
That's why
this
I'm
up.
going to the gym all the time.
And
Jim
we're
ain't gonna help you. Jim ain't gonna help you.
Okay,
I'll
the
fuck
thing
it.
is,
Oh,
if
believe
you don't
me.
like
You
the
gotta
guy
find a
she's
pawn
with,
shop
and
and
you
get a
happen
nice
to
pair
hear this guy call
brass
your
knuckles.
daughter a bitch or something in front of your face and talk shit,
She wouldn't be with him after that.
even so, you probably would talk shit to the dude if he does that in front of your face.
No, I'm not gonna do no talking.
What would you do? Punch him?
I don't know. Maybe I'll fucking murder him. I don't know.
Okay, well,
Maybe
my
I'm
mom,
going to jail that night. I don't know.
That's
He's
what I'm
trying to
saying.
make it
Like
seem
parents,
he's dangerous.
parents, like if they hear their kid getting disrespected, they usually
Why do you keep
speak
on?
up.
Why do you put your mom in that situation?
She just hears.
Why do you put your
Downstairs.
mom in that situation?
Can't
You know
help it. If
exact-
we fight, we fight. It
Mm,
happens sometimes.
you're fucking nuts.
Sincerely.
You're fucking crazy.
Can be if I'm mad.
No,
enough.
you not can be are
Not all the time.
most of the time.
No, just when I'm super
Mm.
angry.
Pretty much all the time.
I'm not always angry.
Debatable.
No, it just depends on what people say to me or do to me.
You're always upset.
right now.
No, I'm not. I'm not angry right now.
Well, I mean, not with us, but you always you like. You don't have no like. It's okay to love yourself and shit.
Oh, I love myself.
You don't. You stop that. No, you don't.
Yes, I do. Why do you always think that? I really do.
You really don't.
I do.
Because if you did, you wouldn't put yourself in those situations, and you wouldn't fucking put your mom in that
It's your
situation.
behavior. It's the
No,
whole toxic relationship.
The toxic thing, that's it's different. It's not the not loving myself. That's a whole
And
traumatic-
running home,
Yeah, because
What?
you drive, crash, run home.
it sounds like you were drinking,
I
Mhm.
wasn't drinking.
and it sounds
that
like the
evening.
kind of red flag behavior that he's talking about.
Okay, well, this is the thing.
There's no thing. You're bad. You're bad news for dudes.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm great.
You are not a good catch.
I am.
No, you're not.
Oh, yes, I am.
Oh, I promise you.
100%.
What is the number one thing a dude wants? If you're all knowing,
In
Okay.
a relationship,
Yeah, like in what?
yes,
Like,
in a relationship.
to not be called the N word.
Okay. Well,
Or
then
besides not being called the N
to
word,
piss me off,
what do they want?
they want loyalty.
No.
Yes, they do.
Nope.
Guys do want loyalty. They want food. They want vagina. They want loyalty.
You don't know
They
dudes.
want,
A guy wants peace.
Yeah,
Sex,
somebody to have his back.
food, and peace. No, peace.
Steve Harvey says otherwise.
Peace. A dude needs. Yeah.
No, his book
What is that?
really
What does
good.
that millionaire know about?
He has a really good book. It's called like Think Like a Man, Act Like a Lady, something like that. And he tells all your secrets.
He doesn't.
It's a really
It's-
good book.
So I'm just telling you the truth, and then you just told me that Steve Harvey thinks differently, and it's not. We don't think the same. What do dudes want?
Steve Harvey thinks differently, Tim.
What do you
You're
guys
wrong.
think? Okay, let's ask them. What are the 3 top things you think men look for? No, not look for, but I guess really want or whatever in relationship.
Just cook, clean, and shut the hell up.
That would be a thing that old guy says.
He's trying to support Tim's viewpoint.
That is not. Those
I
are
mean, it
three.
Okay, Ansel,
It
you have to be honest though.
I mean,
Like,
it
what do
doesn't
you want?
sound like a bad idea or a bad way to go. I think by peace, Tim means more stability and just not.
You don't need to be fighting. You don't need to be arguing. You don't.
Yeah,
None of that.
shit. I don't want
Oh
none of
yeah,
that
yeah,
shit.
for sure.
I ain't trying
But
to
No.
he
do that
causes
shit.
all the fights. He does.
No, it doesn't
Yes,
because
he does. Like today,
you need
three
three.
because he wanted to wake me up by sticking his dick on my nose, right in my face, and woke me up that way. And he's like, "Suck it," and I'm like, "No, get away from me. I'm sleeping. Why would you wake me up?"
That
It
does
pissed me
sound
off.
like some shit that would start a fight.
And I was like, and then he did it again. He literally poked me in the nose with it. Like, get out of my fucking face. Are you fucking kidding me? You don't wake me up at 7 a.m. and piss me off like that.
Just playing with you.
No, he just wants what he wants at the moment he wants it. And then he wanted to get all mad because I said, now you woke me up and now I'm mad. So no, I don't want to. Go away. Now he's like, hey, I want it. He's like a little 5-year-old throwing a little tantrum. I want it now. Sorry. Too bad. You got it last night. Leave me alone.
See, that kind of shit right there. That's not like.
And then he's like,
all you gotta do is just ignore the dude.
I did.
No,
But
you talk down to him.
Well, he pissed me off. You don't wake somebody up poking them in the face.
He's just playing.
Well, you woke me up. Now I can't go back to sleep.
Hey, what if somebody woke you up? And
I'll fucking chop his dick off.
He gets so mad. He gets so mad when he's in the middle of the day taking his little midday nap, and I'm like, "Hey, let's go kayaking." And taking a nap.
Yeah, actually, I invented kayaks.
Like, but
Yeah.
who would actually?
Her boyfriend. This is him. Watch.
He's a kayak champ.
Oh, he's one of those.
He
Yeah.
would think,
I chopped down a tree and made this kayak with my own hands.
Oh, I'm beer pong champ.
Is he like
I'll
the-
bet you.
Is
I'll
he
bet
like
you
the
for
Steven
pool.
Seagal of the MMA? Like, I've been working with kayaks for 30 years.
No,
But
but
it's like everything that I even talk about. I was like, I was watching football. Oh yeah, he used to play football he was starting for the Los
No.
Angeles Dodgers.
no
Like,
football.
what the fuck?
No
Everything that anyone does, I was like, my friend's a rapper. Oh,
He does do rapping.
He rap. It's so good. You need to see it. I'm not just saying that.
Not his latest
It was
album,
this
he
one.
sounds like a hoe.
It's not just me saying that.
Yeah,
You need to see it.
I've been doing
Yeah.
underground hip hop for like 20 years.
Yeah, like
Guitar playing. Oh, you know Jimi Hendrix? That's his uncle.
That blonde guy from Nirvana who had the
isn't
accident
Jimi
with the
Hendrix
shotgun.
white?
I helped him rate it. Every single thing in the world he's done.
I feel like you hate him, but you're also on his side as a guy.
On what the part?
You're like, ew, you're the bad cat. No,
No,
I'm a
you are bad.
No, I have a lot going. Like, okay,
No, you're no peaceful.
No. If
As
I'm
your
a
friend, you
peaceful
don't bring me
guy-
peace. As my friend, you don't give me
Because
peace.
you're an asshole half the time.
See, every time there's always an excuse of why you're not bringing people peace.
I do bring peace.
To who?
The people that bring me peace.
Who's that?
Every once in a while, there's a person here and there, boring people.
No, you don't bring peace. You are a disruptor of peace.
Maybe
You're like the anti-superhero.
not true.
Yeah.
No. I help people all the time.
You mean the villain, Tim? Is that what you're trying
No,
to say?
seriously.
Yeah.
I do bring peace, and
Villain.
I do all kinds of nice things. Like, I go out of my way to, like, help people. And as far as the people I date, I do go above and beyond to do all kinds of fucking shit for these people. They're just
But-
ungrateful,
but
and they
what
cause
you're-
fights.
But what you're saying
You're
is you
holding
draw
it over
the
their
line
head.
at morning dick
I
in the
do
face.
eventually. Huh?
But what you're saying is you draw the line at morning dick in the face.
No, that was just the latest thing that I just happened to happen today. But there's been a billion other things. Like, for instance, another thing that was just annoying is, like, he's one of those people that's like, okay, he'll smoke, and then he wants to have sex. Then we have sex, like, okay, he got what he got some. He always gets hungry. He's always hungry. He eats like a fucking garbage disposal. And then he's like, I want a snack, but I don't want to go down.
See, you're over there bitching about him. That's not peace. How's
So
that
then
bringing any peace?
like, I'm ready to
Feeling
go to bed
judged
now.
all the time.
Does he listen to this show?
No, I don't think so.
No. If he did, I would have already made a song about him, dude.
Black people don't listen to this show.
Not no more.
Stop it, Phil. That's why I'm not pushing the little button that shows your face on the camera.
It's all right. As long as,
All right.
my voice projects.
So,
doesn't matter.
So I
so
made a sandwich, and then he eats that sandwich. So then he has energy, and now he wants to have sex again. So then we do, and then now he's ready for another snack and wants me to go down and make him more food. Like, what is wrong with you?
so you're not
lazy ass?
bringing anyone peace.
No, he's not bringing me in peace. And at this point, it's like almost 5 a.m. He doesn't care that I work at 7. Like, hello, you're selfish. Selfish.
You just
Still
you can't accept
5 a.m.
people.
Is like
He
over there doing
eats
coke or
all the
what?
time. No, because
You can't accept people for who they are. That's your gimmick.
I
You just
accept people for they are, but they don't accept me for who I am, I guess.
can find somebody who does.
I will eventually someday. Maybe.
So you're just gonna waste your time with. I'm already done. I'm fucking done talking to you.
It's easier.
I could be like Phil and just be like, stop asking me stupid questions.
There's way more invasive than your movie questions. What the fuck?
You mean the movie interrogation that Phil had earlier?
You act like as if I like fucking put a gun. Tell me who you like. Just talking about movies. Fuck.
Bogart, damn it.
Who's your favorite cartoon character?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
I don't have my glasses on, so I can't tell.
It's you. I don't want. Not you. Don't worry. Don't need another flip out.
Cartoon character?
Yeah.
Like modern or old school?
All.
At all? Fucking
Cartoons these days suck.
Thanks, Phil.
To let you know that.
I don't know.
Also movies, remember?
I used to like the Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote cartoons. Those were always I liked them.
So if I were to say SpongeBob or Bugs Bunny, who do you like better?
Bugs Bunny for sure.
I don't know. SpongeBob is good.
He's annoying.
I'd probably have to go SpongeBob.
I would go Bugs.
He's classic.
I would definitely go
Bugs is
Bugs.
good, but I like
Mickey Mouse or SpongeBob?
Seemed like he was
Mickey
high all
Mouse.
the time. Mickey Mouse or who?
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob. Mickey
Damn.
Mouse kind of.
Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force or SpongeBob?
Carl from.
Yeah, me too. He's my favorite cartoon character.
He's fucking hilarious, man. That guy's pretty fucking funny.
It's like my dad, like 20 years ago. Is Carl.
I don't know if your dad was that funny in his heyday.
He's
I don't know if he had that much of a beer gut either.
no. That's the only thing different from him. But everything else is Carl. That's such a creative character, huh, Carl?
Oh, creative! I guess if you walk out of in your backyard in Massachusetts, I guess you.
This is New York. They live in New York. He's a Giants fan.
Upstate?
Yeah.
Okay.
What about Tom and Jerry?
Tom and Jerry or Beavis and Butthead?
You don't like Tom and Jerry?
I'll go Beavis and Butthead.
I
I love Tom and Jerry though.
Beavis
But
and
you have
Butthead
to
I
pick
thought was funny.
Tom or Jerry.
No, we're do
They're a
duos.
duo. They're a team.
They chase each other, don't they?
They're a team.
There's a little more to it than that. You should check it out sometime. There's a whole archive.
In Jordan, when I lived in the Middle East, that was like the only show they played that was like an American.
Chip and Dale.
That's really weird that they play that a foreign country like that.
Tom and Jerry?
Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
Well, because there's no words in it.
There's words whenever the black lady talks to the cat.
Oh.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
That's
but in most cases, it's not. It's universal.
Yeah, it is.
All right,
for-
Chip and Dale?
they put the black lady.
Yeah.
She like-
And she's fat.
Pinky in the brain.
All right, Chip and Dale or Beavis and Butthead. As
the
duos.
Rescue Rangers
Yeah.
or Beavis and Butthead. Beavis and Butthead.
Beavis and Butthead.
Not by much, because I
It's
grew up
almost.
I grew up watching Rescue Rangers.
I know. I sing my son that song. Sometimes some crimes go slipping through the cracks. What leads to gumshoe?
Yeah, I remember it.
All right. Who's another duo? Pinky and the Brain. It's definitely Beavis and, Beavis and Butthead, huh?
Yeah,
Patrick
close,
and
but
SpongeBob.
Pinky and the Brain just doesn't have the same
Alvin and the
drug
Chipmunks.
use humor that Beavis and Butthead does.
Oh yeah, Elvis and Chipmunks or Beavis and Butthead.
Beavis.
Yeah.
Alvin doesn't even compete. The Sunday afternoon.
What was your like when you were a kid? What were the cartoons that you had coming in out of school?
How young? What age?
I mean, you stopped being a kid sooner than most. So when you were still a kid, giving a
Like,
shit about
you come
cartoons,
home after school, like the age you come home after school and watch cartoons.
Yeah.
Like that.
and the lineup it was.
Gosh, that was DuckTales.
Uh-huh.
I used Darkwing Duck.
Yep.
He was on DuckTales.
So all those that Disney afternoon,
Yeah, and Chip and Dale's was one of those.
Jungle
And,
Book,
Before that, it was
Tailspin. Tailspin.
Yeah, Tailspin.
Do do do
Yeah.
do do do.
And Saturdays it was the Hanna-Barbera lineup.
I watched.
You remember Hanna-Barbera where they had Snagglepuss? And
Yeah, I know, but I didn't watch it. I watched Muppet Babies, Pee Wee's Playhouse.
See, I would Muppet Babies and Pee-wee's Playhouse came on Sunday where I was.
Oh, we had it on Saturday mornings.
Yeah, it came on Saturday morning when it first came out.
Garfield and
Later on,
Friends.
When it was syndicated, it came on Sunday. Yeah, Garfield and Friends. I remember Sheldon.
Yeah, Sheldon. That was
U.S.
good.
Acres.
I like that, man. That was awesome. I still watch those from. I just watched one when I was on vacation.
You can get some good material from those old.
I
from those old bits.
that's what I do. I was trying to sprinkle some in, but fucking guy over here
Fucking
ruined my
dipshit here
shit.
Didn't play along.
Just getting angry. Yeah, dude. I had a topic for everyone today. No, I mean, we did dudes for you, and then it was supposed to be movies for him, and I did cartoons for Ansel. Why don't you just go along with it?
What's your category?
I'm done. I'm the one that facilitated it all.
Well, you don't get one.
Well, I mean, what do you want to talk about?
I don't give a shit. Like,
I like music.
so what do
You know-
think about the Hall of Fame choices? I mean, it happened a while ago.
It was everything that we said it was going to be.
We were pretty much right on.
Except for, they're still not going to put in Devo. I think me and you got every single one right.
Yeah, they were fucking happens when you pick the good.
What do you think about, right, we'll end with this topic. What do you think of everything that's happening with the gun laws?
Or I can't tell what you're looking
You.
at.
She's looking at you.
Well, no, I can't, Phil, because I can't see.
It's him. I'm looking at Ansel.
I agree with a lot of it, man. I mean,
What do you
there
mean?
is a saturation of guns in this country, and it leads to people using them to kill motherfuckers with.
So, put a ban on them? Is that what you're thinking,
I
or?
wouldn't have a problem with people banning an AR-15. I don't think that's something that's necessary. I at least think that there should be control over people purchasing them, like as far as a higher age.
It's just a, yeah, I do too.
18 to go in and be able to purchase a weapon like that. I think that's ridiculous and irresponsible.
But it's okay if 18 goes into the military, he can have a weapon. But it's
They got to change that too.
Military, there's supervision, and there are people
Because what?
who issue those.
I think they should do that too. I think you shouldn't be allowed to go to the Navy or to the military till you're 21. I think they should add a couple extra years to college and do junior college for free. I think they should. We don't need to be banning guns. That's one thing that we don't need to be doing. AR-15, it's not that bad. It's not like a fucking killer gun.
It's a very powerful weapon.
It's powerful, but it's not as bad as they're making it out to be.
No, it's of power. There's really no place for it, man.
I mean, it's not a.
Kinda hard way
Then,
for it.
then what's to say that we're not going to do shotguns next? Because honestly, what's the need for a shotgun, dude? Honestly,
Exactly. I agree.
and
Why
then
do you need a
Shoot,
shotgun?
People
shoot
kill animals
skeet,
with shotguns.
shoot skeet, shoot trap, shoot go
Okay, well,
hunting.
what's the
for-
problem with having them there at the range? Why do you need to bring them home? Why do they?
They-
Why
they
do
don't
you
have
need
them,
to
they don't have
not
them
have
at the
supervision
range.
with
You
it?
could bring it with you. You go to the range.
I understand that. Phil.
and then you go rifles
Why not?
next.
Gee,
What about rifles
listen
next?
when people fucking talk
You're just
to you.
afraid they're gonna keep pushing.
No, I mean,
boundaries.
what about rifles next? Because that's the same. You can make the same argument.
Fine.
So now we're down.
Fine. Why is it such a fascination with people in this country? Is what I'm saying.
Why, that's not the question to be asked.
That's the question I asked, though.
We have the
It doesn't
constitutional
matter
right.
if you
That's
like
why.
the question or not.
Because we've already been through this, right?
Like, why is our culture? Why does our culture worship?
No one's
aspect?
worshiping it.
It's fucking worship, dude. If you're saying that the lives of children are less important. Than
Whoa,
people
where does
having-
this even get? What?
Can I finish? Can I finish what I'm saying?
But no one's saying that.
But that's the message that you're sending when you refuse to pass like common sense shit like background checks and fucking
No.
age limit restrictions and just more supervision and
I'm-
training in
I'm
general
all for that.
for it.
And you know that California
But I'm
is
saying
not
you. I'm
Texas
arguing
too.
You, I'm saying that is the argument that legislators give when they say that they're not going to impose these measures.
Eventually, we're gonna get them. But you have to also think that California does have these in place,
But this didn't happen in California,
right? But you see these things happen in really liberal places, and where they're strict already.
For instance,
For instance, you had the New York subway shooting,
okay,
the New York Buffalo shooting.
okay.
You had
So
the Nevada.
okay, and if I understand that those weapons were
Sam-
purchased in an adjacent state and then transported to that area,
What in what case?
in all of them, All of them. The origination of the firearm wasn't from that place.
No, yeah, not the one in Texas for sure.
I'm. Goddamn, are you listening? I'm speaking of the cases, the 4 instances that he just mentioned. No.
So that they did. I missed that, and I apologize.
Well, no,
I
I mean, it stands to logic, right? If the laws are such in that location that they don't allow for those types of purchases or for that type of
But
product,
they're also going against their because you have to say where you're going, right? When you have to say your address, are they allowed to sell them out of state like that? And just you
Some states do. Some
You
states
can't-
they
in
don't-
most places
they don't really care.
places in this country, you can go and buy a rifle and you barely even have to show ID to get the fucking thing.
see that's I don't know that life. See, the same way that we have free healthcare pretty much in California, like I don't know that life outside for these guys.
What do you mean that life? Just what laws are like in other states, or
Yeah, like that's never been. We've always it works for us. Free healthcare works for us. The gun laws work for us for the most part. I mean, when's the last time we had the San Bernardino shooting? Like, of course we have shootings downtown LA, but nothing major.
Yeah.
The Santa Barbara guy, but all those crazies,
But think of it
they're on
logistically.
fucking-
Think of the logistical difference between Los Angeles and a place like New York, where it's easier. It's just easier to move around, even by public transit. So I think that's just more of a geographic issue than anything else. I don't think that there's a better spirit among the people
you
of
think-
California not to fuck each other up.
So you think you have the right to tell me just because you don't like it that I shouldn't have it because you don't think I should have it?
No, I think that circumstances are such that people have proven that they're completely irresponsible with
Yeah,
them.
but that's not
So
everybody.
if you abuse a privilege, you should fucking lose a
but they're not like our
And
parents
I'm not
either.
saying that you shouldn't
I've
have,
lived-
and look,
I've-
I never said that you shouldn't have the right to do it, but without
had-
regulation, just popping them out like fucking Tic Tacs and flooding them everywhere to whomever should happen to want one, even people who have had prior records.
I think most
I
of
think
these.
that's a fucking mistake.
I think most of these are the parents' fault for not teaching them. I've grown up around guns all my life since I was 14.
So you're
15
telling me,
years old,
hold
and
on,
not
hold on,
one
hold on.
time have I even considered pointing that gun at anybody.
So you're telling me then that if a sample of the population parents in a way that you say is counterproductive to that kind of shit, then why is it that we allow 18-year-olds to buy the fucking things?
Because
And are you
You know,
also
you-
telling me
18, you
that
can-
are you also telling me that if it was illegal in the state of Texas to go into a gun shop and purchase those rifles at 18, would that still have happened?
I don't know that.
Or would that have
I
prevented
don't
everything?
know that age has anything to do with it. Shouldn't.
The majority of people who commit mass shootings, at least within the last 10 years, have been within the 18 to 25
Yeah.
age category.
And
It
a
does
big
have something to do with it.
and
It
almost
absolutely has something.
almost 100% of them have been on antidepressant medication.
But don't you think that if somebody wanted a gun, they could just go get one from anywhere? I mean, you can go out on the street and just get yourself a gun from. a
Yeah,
store.
what do you?
No,
I mean,
Yeah, of course, you
What
know.
I'm saying, dude, is that if they were harder to get, you
It would
wouldn't
happen
have
less often.
these kinds of fucking problems, man.
Today,
Fucking point, Phil.
it's
Goddamn,
easy,
man. What are you talking about?
especially in Oxnard
Then people are going to still go out.
or in
I
Ventura.
never said to you ban it. I said I wouldn't have a problem with that.
All right, so I'm all for everything you
Regulate the
said.
fucking shit.
Everything he said, I agree with.
Regulate the fucking
The
industry. Stop letting the
21
manufacturers say
21 or older. I agree with 21 or older. We smoke, we drink. Especially, it lets you have a little bit longer to mature.
at the very least just take it a little more fucking seriously as a whole, you know?
I
And stop-
I agree
stop
with
saying that
a lot
and-
more regulation.
and try to use other things as fucking scapegoats for it when the problem's clear. There's a lot of fucking guns around here.
I
A lot
think
of fucking
people have a
guns,
lot of
people are gonna
mental
use them to
health
commit
issues.
crimes.
And why don't they should require, it's not necessarily about banning the weapons from people because like Phil said, it's a good point. It's not going to stop it. It may lessen it to make it, if it bans, but people can find ways, if they have bad intentions, they'll find a way to get their hands on something. But it does make it
But the
easier to have
numbers-
it. But the banning
Okay, go.
part is not necessarily the thing. I think that they should have some kind of thing that's a requirement that if somebody wants to buy a gun, it doesn't matter if it's 18 or 21 or 40, but if they want to buy a gun, they have to go to a mental health assessment, and that needs to be done because if
You
they,
can't be on any fucking antidepressant medication.
Well, you can literally
Never
have to-
again.
if a therapist, like maybe they should have a requirement. I mean, who cares if you have to go to 5 sessions? That's like a requirement across the board. Everybody has to go to 5 sessions. They are going to be able to pick up on somebody that's maybe having some kind of thoughts or issues and be like, sorry, I don't deem you safe to have a weapon. And bam, you're done. Like, you are no longer going to be able to have a weapon. So that might prevent it. It doesn't mean that everybody needs to be banned, but everybody should have a mental health assessment before they are allowed to purchase weapons that can do that kind of destruction.
Well, I think women should have a mental health sessions before they have kids too.
I
But they
think
don't do
I
that.
think men and women should both have to have health assessments before they freaking have children in general.
And we are like, whoa, that's
I mean,
I understand the sentiment
I
of
agree.
that because a lot of what's happening is a lack of a parental person in the household. Number one. Number two, you have people that don't know how to act around people anymore, and like
I
you
disagree.
you
I
go
disagree.
right to the N word
I didn't
in
go
a
right
fight.
N-word. That's already a
And some
buildup.
people, when they're
It took
crazy
months
enough,
before I
they
got
go
to
straight.
that
I'm
point.
gonna kill you
It
all.
took months.
I disagree with you for the simple reason that this is not the only country in the world that has problems with mental health. This is not the only country in the world that has negative influences on people within society. This is not the only country in the world that deals with some of these other problems. But if you look at those places, they don't have the types of shootings that they do because firearms are not as available as they are here.
They're
not-
poor.
There's not as many of them as there are.
They're poorer.
But that's hard to
We are
retract, though.
fatter. We drink more sugars.
Fucking, is Sweden poorer than us?
Norway.
Is Finland poorer than us?
They
Are
drink
the
more
Dutch poorer than
sugar.
us?
They drink more sugar than, or we drink more sugar than them. We eat more fast food than them.
Come
We eat
on,
less
come
fresh
on, man.
fruit.
You're blaming it on sugar and fucking fast food and not
Because
the fact
it's
that
you don't think that causes
loads
the
of
mental.
fucking guns in the
You don't
fucking
think that
country.
causes mental
Less
illness?
guns, less fucking problems. The numbers don't fucking
But
lie about it.
you
dude.
can't go backwards,
When
though.
we had, when
So we can just less McDonald's then. We can do that.
You can't go backwards.
You can't say, from now on, no more McDonald's. We need to bring less McDonald's because we have a fat, people are obese in this country.
I'm saying, man.
I think me and you are like,
The
we are
answer-
almost mirroring.
the
I agree
answer
with a lot of
is
your shit.
less weapons.
How do you regulate that
Deal
as
with
a
those other
business?
things. That would be great if society had the structure and the temperance to hold everyone's hand and do everything along like.
How
that.
does
That
government-
would be fucking wonderful.
How do they regulate a business? That's not right. They shouldn't be able to tell us what we can or can't make.
What are you talking about telling you what you can? or
You're
can't
saying
do?
less guns.
Yes.
That means going after the manufacturers.
No, that means making things not available. That means having tighter, stricter laws. That means maybe even having limits on what.
Okay,
you're
then we're
allowed to
talking
sell.
in circles. I'm all with you. I'm just trying not to. We cannot ban. My thing is, we can't ban things. To make it harder and more difficult to achieve that on a legal scale, I'm all for. But I'm also anti fucking these pharmaceutical companies. I think that's a real big correlation with them.
But what difference would it make? Let me. When high-powered rifles were banned in the United States, there were significantly less of these types of crimes that occurred. So what's the problem with them just being banned? I don't understand why people are so hard and fast that it has to be something that's available. Why can't it just not be available and you find something else to do? I don't. Why are you so married to a destructive object? That's what I don't get.
I don't know.
I think people are used to that though, and it's like, it was like when COVID happened, and then all of a sudden, they're telling you you cannot go to the craft store because of this virus spreading or whatever. You can't tell people after they've been allowed to have that freedom for so long that all of a sudden you're a child and now you cannot have that item or that do this.
We're
item.
the only
Circumstances.
I
nation.
don't think like a lot of times you can go backwards when you, because I have a friend that lives in Norway. He says that they have no weapons there. They're not allowed to at all. It's fully banned from my understanding, and only I guess
Military?
military and law enforcement are allowed to have it, and they hardly even have to use it. Their crime level is listed as very low, and we talked about like how things were here and stuff, and he even agreed that you basically they grew up with that, like they from birth, and it's been this way for so long that when you have a country that's kind of just been this way, they're used to it. But we have been completely opposite spectrum where we've had it readily available for so long. So you can't just be like, "Oh, we're gonna take that
because
away." You
we
can't go back
we
to
got fucked by the people that were overseeing us last time,
Yeah.
taking too many. You can't. You have to be a certain religion. You can't. You can't pray to a certain god. You have to pay a certain amount of taxes, and now it's happening all over
But when
again.
you really think about it, what does that have in the modern age to do with owning a rifle or a particular type of rifle?
Because
People are scared to lose more
these
freedom.
we had to overthrow that government to protect ourselves.
Okay, so you're going to use those rifles then in some sort of an uprising against federal troops or against local troops or
No.
against whoever's trying to.
But you also need to protect yourself.
No, but no, is that the point of that statement though? Is that
That statement, why we had guns?
Yeah.
We had guns because we overthrew the government. That's why we
Okay,
came
but how
here
does that
with
apply to
guns.
the modern era?
How does it apply to the modern era now? The only way it
Because I'll
applies.
tell you, Tim, and you know better than I do. If you're going to go up against our military, you're going to need a lot more than an AR fucking 15. Because they don't even have to show up. They can send machines to kill your ass.
Almost especially what happened in 2020, where cops weren't responding. I think that's one reason why we have to have weapons.
And transversely to that, if there were less guns in the area, the risk of being assaulted by it would be a lot less.
You don't think that if everybody had a gun, nobody would go messing with anybody else because they know they have a gun?
Just about everybody nowadays has a goddamn gun.
That's what I'm asking.
What are you really talking about?
Not everybody.
Obviously not.
In the grand scheme of things, I rather have that lifestyle. The Sweden lifestyle. How you're saying your friend, they don't have enough. I prefer that. Oh, Norway. I prefer that.
Not fucking have it. You know?
However, I don't trust people here. So
Like to always be black market.
I just don't trust us as Americans. And if I could trust us as Americans or trust our government to do a good job, if I could.
That's kind of. There's even some flimsiness in that, in my opinion, Tim. Because do you carry a gun with you everywhere you go?
No.
Are you armed right now?
No.
I do.
My parents do.
Then what are you talking about, man? I mean, if danger's going to come, it's going to come. It can come right now as easily as any other time.
But I want to have my say. You feel me? Still, I want to have my choice. I don't need someone telling me because we can't trust. Because the whole purpose of us not having guns is we can't trust Americans. And the reason why I don't want to have gun or I want a gun is because I can't trust Americans. So do you understand the cycle?
Yeah, but something's got to give at some point. So you've either got to take the leap of faith and make a move, or just be okay with the status quo.
I'd rather just be okay with the status quo because I can't trust us.
Well, I can think of 22 people who aren't okay with the status quo.
Yeah, well,
I can think of another 11 before that. I can think of another 4. I can think of another 7. I can think of a lot of the fucking kids that I grew up with.
and I'm there with you, but I have to.
They're
I'm
fucking dead now.
who's my responsibility to? It's not to them. It's to me. My goal is to keep me alive and my family alive. It's not to keep other people alive.
That's it then.
Because at the end of the day, realistically, you only have yourself.
That's it then. Every man for himself.
That's exactly it. Yeah,
Fuck the
that's
kid, you know?
it's every man for himself.
Right.
Hey, but when you're around me, I'm protecting people. I'm not going to be evil. I'm not. And I can trust myself to do that. And I feel I can trust you in my inner circle. And you maybe not you. For sure you.
In fact, I'm going to go look at an AR-15 this
I don't
weekend.
even own a weapon.
It's not about pissing me off, Phil.
You may
I
piss
don't
me off,
care
I'll
if you
say
have
it.
an
Hit 'em in the face
AR-15 or
with a
not. It doesn't make one hill of shit to me.
I think they just need to have more restrictions.
Listen,
period.
I'm selfish. I'll be the first one to say it.
More restrictions.
What I'm saying,
More
though,
restrictions,
is
though.
What I'm saying though is that if the numbers show that doing a particular behavior will lessen the risk of that shit, why is it so fucking difficult for people to just say behavior and not have it? Why does it have to be such a fucking uphill struggle constantly?
Because Americans do
Because
not like to be.
There's two logical ways for that.
Just to ask people to talk about it is like pulling teeth out of a fucking alligator.
There's two logical explanations for that, for this discussion. I honestly believe that. Because who doesn't want to live in Norway in a situation like that? But you can't. You can't trust that. So the other, if you feel you can't trust it, then you side with this side. If you feel you can trust your fellow man,
You can't trust that if you're in Norway and you work at the grocery store, you can't trust that people aren't going to jump out of the bushes and shoot you in the fucking face. I
exactly.
can guarantee you got about a 99% chance of
Virginia Tech,
fucking
UCSB.
without that shit happening. You're a lot more likely to walk outside right here and have that shit go down. And there's
also,
a reason for that. But my problem is, why can't you even talk about it without people flipping the fuck out? Like, that has more to do with fucking childishness than anything else.
I mean,
They feel
people
so-
got into physical fights in grocery stores over whether they agreed on wearing
Tickle
a
me
mask
Elmo.
or being told
Oh,
not
yeah,
to
that
wear
too.
a mask or wear a mask, or if a store is making them or not making them. People got into fights. People don't. The
that's
thing
what I
is,
mean. And that's my whole
people
point
just
is
don't like
I
to
don't-
be told. Doesn't matter the reason. They could say, "Oh, well, my grandma's gonna die if you don't put that on." The statistics show, and that person's gonna be like, "Sorry, I am not gonna be told what I can and cannot do. I'm a grown person." And the difference too between the Norway situation and America, and this is a fact, is it's a lot easier to control and maintain such a small little group. They're very small. They have a very little population.
I think they've got like 10 million.
It's super tiny.
It's real
And
small.
with the whole COVID, even the same, which is kind of what we were comparing the mask thing. Like even with COVID, their restrictions and things like that. People at one point said, "Oh, well, they were so locked down for and they didn't fight it." And then now look, they're free, and they were free way before we were free. But the difference was, again, they were so small. They knew it would only be so temporary. Like we're a mass group of people, and you cannot
the amount
control
of-
the
the
masses the
amount of
same as a
people-
small little group.
The amount of people has nothing to do with a people's desire to actually say that this is a rule and we'll follow it.
You don't
There's
think
a lot
that
more
the
influence on a small group.
the amount of sugar in a society has an effect on someone's mental health? I'm just curious. I'm not going to use it as a gun thing or anything.
I haven't studied it, but I don't think that
Being unhealthy and overweight,
I think
we're the
it's-
biggest,
I
the
think
fattest
it's still-
nation in the world.
Jesus fucking Christ, Tim. We're not shooting each other because we're fucking fat. We're shooting each other because we have fucking guns, man.
Okay, so I'm just asking you. Do you think
Do
so?
you not fucking get that? Do you not make the connection that more of something causes you to use it more? Less of something causes you to use it less.
So that's a no. You don't think that?
I'm saying it's fucking irrelevant. It's immaterial to the discussion, man. It's a moot fucking point.
I think it could be a factor. But
Well,
it's
I mean,
not
you want
really
what's
maybe a
everything
factor.
in common? Like that's what we're not. We're like, all right, what's in common with all these scenarios? We're going through the conversation without looking at the similarities.
I'm telling you that the similarities are the availability of fucking high.
The similarities are
That's the fucking similarity.
90% of all the
Only
killers.
fucking metric that has anything to fucking.
90% of all the killers are on antidepressant medicine.
Overweight people in Europe. You're acting like people in Europe don't.
But it's not at the.
antidepressants.
It's
You're
not
acting
like
they're
it is
gonna
here.
have the fucking drug use in fucking Europe as well.
Not like here. We're number one.
It is immaterial to the conversation. The dispute is the availability of them. If you can't get it, can't use it. Okay, you can't. And once you solve that problem, okay, go and say, okay, now, hey, let's worry about your weight a little.
Oh, I can't wait till people. It's gonna. We made some good sound clips. I think it's gonna fucking. I'm gonna use the shit out of this conversation. So, anybody else want to say anything last? I agree with you though. Go ahead.
We attack this thing through mental health and
I agree with that
I
too,
agree with that.
and I agree with more regulation.
Definitely more regulation. And
I don't agree with
that.
more regulation at all.
I agree with a little bit of both of you guys.
It works.
Well,
But
the
you're
mental health
entitled
part,
to
it
your
would
opinion,
be
and if that's your opinion,
tied to the regulation part,
go
really.
for it.
Because it's our
Second,
Second Amendment rights.
That
And
was
if you start taking
that
that
was
away,
written
then
in
they're
a
gonna,
time
then they're going to move something. I don't care what
that
it
that
was.
shit no longer applies,
It,
bro.
it's
immaterial to the
So
conversation.
we should go through our Constitution and take out everything that you
No, but we should fucking grow up and realize that we have a fucking problem, man. And
That's
not
the
doing
thing.
anything about it isn't a fucking answer.
This world's not going to grow up for another thousands of years.
Okay, so then let's just all fucking shoot each other because we're not going to grow up for another 1,000 years, man. Or not even make an effort to move in that direction. Because it's not. Let me tell you something, Phil. It's not going to happen. Don't make a move to change.
so hold on. Do you trust the government?
No,
Okay, then don't tell me to trust them.
I don't trust the government. I'm also not ignorant enough to think that me having a rifle is going to make a difference. If they
No,
decide
but
to drop the fucking
if
gun.
I don't trust them, if you don't trust them, and I don't trust them, but I exude my fears differently, no one's wrong.
And I'm not saying that is, but I'm just telling you that keeping a high-powered
It's
rifle
not childish
in my
either.
home doesn't make me feel more safe from the fucking government.
Well, you don't have to.
AR-15 is a high, powerful rifle.
Yes, it's a high-powered rifle.
I beg to differ, my man.
I
Because we can go get some. We can show you some high power rifles, and I guarantee you at the bottom of that list is the AR-15.
okay, it's still on the list of high-powered fucking weapons. If
Debatable.
you take a step from a bolt-action fucking rifle
Yes,
and go up to a fucking carbine rifle,
right.
the carbine is a lot more fucking powerful.
Well,
Has a lot more
little
muzzle
faster.
velocity and can. Why am I arguing this with you? You know what the fuck I'm saying. You're just trying to be fucking facetious.
I'm not.
You said a big word.
Well, what did you learn, sir?
I learned we still like getting together on Fridays.
What'd you learn?
I learned that you two guys are more liberal than I am, and I thought that I was liberal, but I'm not really. I'm in the middle. I'm there.
Well,
But I learned that you guys.
forever you've been calling me a Republican.
Yeah.
I told you I'm not. Especially
Middle. I'm
Right.
from Texas.
even with this freaking abortion thing, this is how I feel. Pro-choice, but we're not saying that we're not killing somebody because that's exactly what it is. After 6 weeks, that's human life, but it's better to take that life than to give them a shitty life and fucking make more shitty human beings on the earth.
If there's people standing in line waiting for these kids to be born, that they'll take them, that's fine. But if the person that's pregnant doesn't want to keep the kid, it's up to them.
I'm all for choice. What'd you learn? I learned you lost weight.
I did. You guys should kick rocks, asshole.
What a jerk.
Yeah, I learned that you guys are all jerks.
Well, you should have known that a long time ago.
Yeah, I already knew that.
And you're super toxic, huh?
I can be.
Fade to black, the crowd goes apeshit, and we are fucking out of here. And as they say in Canada, peace